And hello, my friends and loves. It is wonderful to see you this Monday night, and welcome to episode 2 of Cyberpunk Sonata. And I am so beyond excited. I so, first and foremost, I want to thank you for being here for our very second episode. It is such a joy, and I also want to thank these amazing and beautiful people and faces you see surrounding me right now. What talent, what heroism, what just sheer beauty that is just gracing this screen, I guess you would say. Screen, you're looking at a screen.
Go on.
Am I looking at
Say
the wrong
more.
Zoom call?
But yeah. So, you know what? I am so excited. So I really want to jump into this. A couple housekeeping things first. We will go over kind of what happened last time after everybody introduces themselves. But anyone who was here last time will remember we do have a couple ways that everybody who is watching in chat, all of you can participate with us. And that is, you know, those little numbers down at the bottom, the channel points that increase by hanging out and just enjoying. You can actually use those to help us level various skills up and directly impact how awesome we are and how much we don't die. That's
Thank you,
You can do
Stiver,
that.
for helping us level up.
And yes, as seen before your very curious eyes right now, our oh so generous overlord, Holy Stiver, the GM, is very kindly and so graciously allowing us that. But also, there is a second way that you can participate in this glorious experience, and that is if you are to toss any coins our way by doing a tip or cheer, bits, anything like that, that will actually put money in the gang's bank. And the cyberpunk world we live in is an expensive world. I discovered today that you have to pay for pants. And that's going to have a direct correlation on what happens with my character. But so if you do any of that, it will go directly into the gang's bank account. And will any of us wear pants? We'll find out. But also, when you do that, that will go into the actual gang's bank account as well, because all of that will go toward paying the cast as well. So it's as if these things are doing two things at once. Two birds, one coin, I don't know, something like that. But, yeah. Without any further ado, I would like to swing it around and have people introduce themselves. And I'm going to start off today with the lovely pink-haired person right here. Yes, so if you would like, Avril, to introduce yourself and also the character you are playing. And now that we've had our intro episode, if you want to actually tell a little bit about who your character is, feel free.
Hi, I'm April, and I am playing Boot, the tech weird British person who just keeps starting problems for no reason. I like shooting people so far. It's fun. I have used zero skills.
And and one other note too, I did try to fix the sound thing. So chat, please let me know if it actually worked and you are hearing sound, please. So yeah, awesome. And then moving clockwise, counterclockwise. Let's see. It sounds like there is sound, but I'm gonna boost that sound a little bit. So Adam, if you would like to go next.
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you. Hi, my name's Adam Jones, and I'm playing a character called Flux, who is an aging netrunner who's been fighting the man longer than most of his gang's been alive, and would just be done with it. But when you're a cyberpunk, they never let you be done. You just have to keep going, keep going until you die. Which probably any day now, frankly.
Yeah, might be any day.
Well,
Any session.
In this future land, does anyone really die, or do you just get uploaded to the network? I don't know.
No, you actually die.
Well, you live on in the hearts and minds of your gang members. Unless they're all dead too, and then you're just donezo.
But isn't living really about the friends we made along the way?
No, it's about that. It's about that oxygen getting to your brain. Once that stops, then that's what gets you. It's not about the friends thing. It's the oxygen thing.
And moving along, Holy Cyber, would you like to introduce you're actually, aside from just DMing this wonderful experience, you have a couple NPCs that you're playing. Would you like to talk a little bit about those?
Yeah, so hello everybody. I am James Stiver. I am your Corpo DM because I am the man and that's who they are fighting constantly. So yeah, let's, at this point, what I like to do when I have a smaller cast or a smaller group of people, I like to kind of give them an NPC that I'll be playing, but they have full access to, and they can kind of help me, puppeteer these NPCs a little bit. And now they've gained 2. So thank you for Vlad, who is somebody that they basically did a prison riot, or they did a whole riot scene. And and Glitch just decided she wanted a new boyfriend and brought Vlad in. Now, or, maybe it's just a special friend. I don't know their romantic status. These are lonely days. But I also have, who made his appearance later on in the first session. We also have Franklin. What did we decide? It's actually Franklin Deva Robot.
I think Franklin Deva Robot. It has just roll robots off the tongue.
Who is
Deva Robot, yeah.
The Deva Robot, which is which is essentially a robot that was built for the gang. And that is as much as we'll say, because that's as much as the audience really knows. It's the only member of the old gang, the old Sky Demons that they've run into so far. And I guess with that, do you want to go right into it?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Real quick. I'm playing Glitch.
Right. Sorry, you. Go.
Who are you? Get out of here.
You forgot about the princess.
Hey, get out of here, crazy lady. So I'm playing Glitch. She has a lot of actions that she takes. That's really, I think that pretty much sums it up. She does a lot of stuff, and oh, now I'm very soft. Well, I don't know. Here, hang on. Let me just come on in here a little bit closer. I really think that's the best way I can explain her.
Yeah. She's kind of like a younger Harlequin.
Yes. If anybody is familiar, and one of the ideas I had going into this, if anyone has ever played League of Legends or Borderlands, envision, if you will, Jinx, Tiny Tina, and you're pretty much there. And real quick before we go in, I guess, Holy Cyber, if you'd like to recap what happened last time, and then we can just do it.
Okay, I'm ready. When last we left the Sky Demons, they woke up in beds, tied down, and they were told by a doctor that he'll help them get out of essentially a prison. That prison is Sun Labs, where they've been testing some kind of drug on our wonderful Sky Demons. They loosely agreed, then started a riot as the escape happened. There was some hacking involved. And let's see, Glitch made a boyfriend named Vlad, who's huge, a huge monstrous man. And And when they got outside to the helipad, Flux decided to steal a super nice hover bike that probably looks really cool. We'll get to that. And coming in to save the day was Franklin Devarobot. Coming in on what you remember as basically the mainstay of the Sky Demons hovering car. It's like a hover van that can fit quite a few people in there, which you now have. They flew away, escaped from Sun Labs. They are no longer a corporate experiment, but now they are free. For how long? Who knows? And so that's where we start today's adventure, with a really cool shot of this hover superbike that Flux is driving like a dad. I imagine he's tailing along the vehicle that everyone else is in, and that camera pans to the inside of that van, where there's a very worried-looking scientist who has just gone through a whole lot that he's not used to going through. Staring at him is Vlad. In the front row seats, driving the car. I believe driving is our tech expert, Boot, with Franklin in the passenger seat. I guess there really is no passenger seat versus driver's seat in a cyberpunk future we can just plug into a car, but I won't just say that. And there's Glitch in the back. And we begin. What would you like to do? At this point, I'm going to say that it's been a few minutes since you've flown off. There is a moment of maybe awkward silence as you are now tasting freedom for the first time in about a year. You're feeling good. You're not feeling swimmy-headed like you had for the last year. A lot of your memories have come rushing back. You haven't had a whole lot of time to process it, but you're free now.
Well, since we all have embedded radios in our head, I'm going to open up a group channel. And I presume Franklin Devarobot has access to a gang channel that we all use.
Yeah, he opens up the old Sky Demons gang channel.
All right. Well, we need to get somewhere safe so we can debrief before we make any next move. Franklin, do we have a spot right now?
Well, right now, part of the agreement was that we were going to take him straight to the drop-off point.
Well, we got a lot of questions for our new friends before we let him go.
Yeah, we just said we were going to take him there. We never said that it was going to be immediate.
Well, now, I will tell you, I mean, you've done this quite a bit, but you may be a bit rusty on these corpo jobs. Those guys are chipped. You may want to check his wrists or something. He may be tagged.
Yeah, Boot, can you deactivate this guy?
Hey, Glitch, you want to drive?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right.
I'm going to take a very good hold of the part where you hold on to walk, and I'm going to switch it out so Glitch can drive.
She's gonna just kind of, I imagine it's some sort of weird climbing over each other, really non-graceful.
Glitch is like, whee!
Oh, should I roll a driving?
Oh, please.
Okay. Let's find out.
If you don't mind, the first roll of the night.
Okay. Let's...
There is a pilot air vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a pilot air... Oh, I see it. Hey, I actually have... Hang on. Well, no, I didn't put anything in. Well, we'll find out. Hey!
16 is super good.
So that means I can drive as crazy as I
No,
want.
you got a whole lot of tins that exploded out on that one. So, yeah, good job.
So she's
Okay.
gonna drive extra crazy.
Yeah, so what it is it's like this controlled crazy. You're like, oh, I remember this. I remember when I stole my dad's hover car back, a few years ago, and I just flew around, and we just fly around all the time.
She's gonna be over here. She's gonna be over here. She's gonna be doing some futuristic Atlanta drift.
Oh, is she actually doing that? Is she going to start drifting a bit and?
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. She's all over the place. Like she's not even looking at the directions.
Okay.
She's just kind of going wherever she wants to, and then finally she's gonna call back. Boot, where are we going?
So, Boot, what would you like to do? There's this nervous scientist there who is, he's basically got his hands on his head. He may be praying, he may not.
How
he's
did
just
he fare from the takeoff, I might ask? Because I went straight up. Did he?
Yeah, he went straight up.
I think he fell on the floor.
He fell on the
okay?
floor when you guys went up, and I think Vlad pulled him off the floor and put him in and strapped him in.
Peeled off the floor.
So he's also got a little bit of air sickness, I think, going on. So he's just like, I do not feel good. I do not feel good at all.
Doctor, hey, oi, hey.
Yes.
Where's you're chipped?
Yes, I am most
Where?
definitely chipped. He raises his wrist up.
Like, no, I know, like just grabbing it, like looking at it. I put
just
my hand back.
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead.
Sorry, go.
I was trying to activate the scanner that has not worked since we've been.
Oh, good job. So what does the scanner do for you? Just scans for tech?
Yeah, and it gives me a bonus to tech when I scan for it.
All right. And this is where we play a little bit of what is everyone thinking here? Because I believe that a chip would just be either cyber tech or basic tech, but it's a chip that's embedded in someone's skin. So I would say you're scanning for, basic tech.
Basic tech? Okay.
The chip itself is basic. Cyber tech really, I think, goes more for cyberware stuff. So you guys can kind of help me out with that if you feel like
I just click this and we add 2 to it.
Yeah, that'll work.
12.
12. Okay. At 12, you would say that you couldn't perform anything super good right here in this vehicle. If you had a whole like workstation or something, then perhaps you think that this would actually be more of it would take you and maybe somebody who is very skilled in surgery or first aid to remove this chip.
Only if you care about the arm.
But I'm going to give you this on that roll. You're pretty sure, because as you scan it, it's almost like this scanner thing that goes over and you can kind of see the bone and structure, and in there you can see the chip itself, and you can see that it is active now. Or not that you knew if it was active before or not, but it certainly has some things going on, lighting up, and you can even see over the skin just a faint hint of some glowing. That's just like a warm kind of glow, And you're fairly sure with chips like these, because you've dealt with it. You've been on the runs before where you've done these kind of exchanges. It is likely once you guys breached a certain range of the Sun Labs building, it set off something on this chip. So perhaps it's a tracking locator, perhaps it's something. It's whatever they decided to build into them. And he says, when we get to the location, there are people who are going to remove this chip. We need to get there quickly. They will find us.
So the doctor wasn't lying. I'm talking to the headset. The chip is doing something. I can't get it out easily. They'll need it.
All right. Does he have a plan for that at the evac
Some
location?
more people. Go ahead. What?
Does he have a plan for that at the evac location?
Yeah. I mean, we could also just take his arm.
No, sure.
I've always wanted an extra arm.
Yeah, we can't keep it though. We gotta get rid of it.
If we take him where he wants to go, are we gonna have time to debrief him?
No, we gotta get this thing out of his arm now.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. If we take him to where he needs to go to get this thing out of his arm, are they gonna whisk him away, or are we gonna have time to talk to him?
they'd probably whisk him away, would be my guess. This is me saying this, not
Yeah,
fiction.
April thinks they're going to take him away immediately.
Yeah, Rocket also thinks this.
Actually, yeah.
Well, let's just see what the guy has to say. Could you ask him?
Hey, don't. We can have time to talk when we get you there.
Yes, I will be willing to answer any of your questions. The place we are going, they really want my employment. And they are not as militant as Sun Labs.
Yes, he says yes.
Do we believe him?
I don't know, but the longer that thing stays active, the worse things get.
You could also roll, and just getting you know, because we're all getting used to these skills and what things can do. There's essentially the cyberpunk version of insight would be human perception, if you wanted to see if maybe he's lying or look at him or anything like that. I'm just giving you this in the first couple of sessions, so.
We'll roll perception on him because I don't think I trust him either.
Okay.
We only just met this guy.
Ooh, 18.
Hey,
Real
I
good.
just met you and I don't trust you.
You get the feeling that he believes what he's saying.
Yeah, but
That he will
what
have
does he
time.
know?
That he truly feels like you don't feel like he's lying to you, and honestly, you feel like he's so shaken and probably scared of everyone around him, of the people he's chosen to help him escape. He's probably scared of everything, and he's probably willing to just say anything he needs, truthfully, because it's not his bag to lie in front of people with guns.
We either got to take him there or take his arm.
All right. Well, how far away is the evac point? How long do we have?
You with the location dialed in, glitch. You see basically it's like a Apple Maps or whatever taking you there. It looks like you got about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. You shot out of, you do know, by the way, you shot out of basically a medical center of Atlanta, kind of, a little more to the north of Atlanta, and you're going to Kirkwood area of Atlanta, which you all would know is some gangy type territory.
Would we know what gang is in that area?
You could roll me a local expert if you have something like that, something that lets you understand gangs.
I have your home.
Yeah, your home, because Atlanta is technically your
26.
Damn.
Dang.
Sorry.
What are you rolling?
Um.
You on right now?
So yeah. I think someone amongst us would know.
Yeah. Okay.
You got
We're gonna
this.
check your dice because roll that one more time just to make
Hey,
sure.
don't. What do you mean? Check my dice?
No, it's
No, you got some exploded out. Yeah. I got
Okay.
it. No, you had some exploded tens. So that's
Because Glitch knows her stuff. Don't be that way.
yeah. No, I got it. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't something real funny about this.
check your dice.
Check your dice,
You
girl.
check your
It
dice.
is roll 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've seen in City of Light and Shadows, Roll20 hates me sometimes.
Here's what Glitch knows. Glitch knows that there are quite a few gangs in that territory from as of a year ago. A lot of them are what are called poser gangs, and poser gangs are basically they're basically gangs that really take on an identity of something and you just run with it, like cosplay gangs when it comes down to it.
Oh my god.
There's the poos.
The poos.
The poos.
There are the dragons.
I would imagine they all dress like dragons with hats that have like the little necks that come off the top.
No, you got it.
Oh man, it's like those guys who come to Dragon Con who all wear the dinosaur suits.
Yeah.
That's actually what they do. That's them.
Yeah, there are the dragons as basically almost this medieval thing. Like they do a lot more with like melee swords, and they have all kinds of really intricate medieval type cosplay and things that they do.
Is it just a
So-
group of LARPers?
Yeah, it's like a group of LARPers.
Oh, damn, I might know them.
Yeah. And then there's the roller raisers, who are basically a bunch of roller derby people
Okay.
who all have augmented like roller
Feet.
skates essentially, and they have these hockey sticks with like blades on them.
Okay, I dig that. Yeah, that's nice.
And those are the major three poser gangs that you would kind of own Kirkwood. And that out of every, there's a lot of high rises everywhere else in the city. Kirkwood is actually what used to be a huge kind of suburban hipstery place. So there's a lot of just low level kind of shit homes all around. It's a major place where like drugs are run there, that kind of thing. But it's not like high rises, but it is the slums. It's a lot of single unit houses are there. And this location is somewhere dead in the middle that you're not necessarily. Actually, you would probably be familiar because of that freaking roll. This is in an area that is specifically probably run by the roller racers, but these are all houses that are just abandoned, and they just kind of take over a house however they want to. Okay. And not necessarily what you would have for a drop off like this. You guys have done these drop offs before for corporate people going from one place to another. Usually it's literally going from one corporation to another in some kind of, it's not always, front door of the corporate office, but usually the corpos like to handle
Stay in their areas.
They like to stay in their neat, nice areas.
Okay. So she's gonna get back on, and whenever she gets back on there, she's clearly eating something.
Yeah.
Well, we're dropping them off kind of where these posers are. It seems to be right in roller razor territory.
Where did you find snacks?
Oh, right. Sorry about that. I meant to tell you, I got pizza. It's on the dashboard. I figured everybody wants some pizza. They get out. You probably just having some weird corporate whatever food they were giving you. But here's some nice, honest to good pizza from Slacky Jack's.
Yay! Oh, I dropped it.
I also found some nachos in the dashboard. They're real old.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't eat those. They're probably bad for you.
They're gone now.
Oh, no.
Anyway, she'll be fine.
I can get us there in probably about 10 minutes or so.
So, sorry, I don't know. I have no idea where my accent is tonight. Like, it is everywhere, and I cannot control it. I'm so sorry.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yes. What is it I can do for you?
So we're taking you to someone's house, then?
It would appear so. This was the address that the...
And you trust this corporation to take you in from this house?
Yes.
Who are we dropping you off with? Like, who are you getting a job with?
It is a company called Kimcell. And my contact there is a specialist in this area called Tala. She is the one who worked with your fixer.
Where do I have to roll to know what these names mean?
Let's see. If you have, you know what, you could roll. Even if you don't have it, I mean, either local expert or maybe business. I would say business could also work. If you're talking about corporations, or if you're talking about your fixer, then you guys can kind of help me out. I'm trying to think what that would be. I think that, but I would think that would be, or could be, yeah. I would say if it's gang stuff, maybe
Your home.
local expert, your home. I would do that for now until we figure out something else.
Even,
Also,
like,
though,
the
before I would roll this, I would
corporations.
tell you guys these names. As he was saying it,
Franklin.
like, I kind of repeat as he's talking.
Yeah. Yeah, Flux.
So we can save on the back and forth. You mind if I piggyback on your optics and audio so I can keep track of what's going on in there?
Yeah, patching you in now. And then Franklin's head just goes, and you see his lights light up. And essentially at this point, Flux has complete control over the camera and audio system. And instead of Franklin's voice, it would now be Flux.
Thanks, good buddy.
Anytime.
I'm never gonna get used to that.
So, yeah, have either of you heard of Kebsel or Natalia?
Yeah, I stay away from that corpo talk.
I guess I'll roll your home.
Yeah.
12 for a fixer.
Yeah,
I have nothing in business.
And I
so
would say
can't.
for business, business would be anything like figuring out corporate lingo and people and corporations and stuff like that as part of your educational skills.
Yeah, you got any business there, Flux?
No, doesn't ring a bell. But that's not...
Okay.
The most important thing is, what have these guys been doing on us for the last year?
I will say, by the way, April, before we get to that, your role will tell you that you guys you do have a gang fixer. It is it's a man named Johnny Bones, and he's the one who works with you. You've trusted him. He's worked directly for the Sky Demons. Doesn't work for anyone else. He's always gotten you jobs. So this is the first you've heard of someone other than Franklin being alive, the Sky Demons. And if he got you this job, then perhaps it's legit. You guys had always trusted Johnny Bones in the past. Anyways, so then the scientist looks at you and says, I have, if you allow, I did give you each a portable card that shows you exactly what experiments we were running on you, if you remember. But to tell you the truth, it is dangerous. It is a drug. Perhaps it starts off as a drug, but it is mostly a nanovirus that attaches itself. And if it likes your biology, or in some cases, I guess, spirit, then it doesn't kill you. It is, in fact, makes you stronger, but it is wild and varied. And it is that Sun Labs has obsessed over. As you can tell, someone like all of you have gone through what we call phase 3 of the trials, meaning that you no longer need the drug. It is always with you. The nanites have decided they are one with you. And it is interesting. It is things that a lot of companies would pay heavily for, as you can imagine. In the case of Glitch, she can regenerate, making her much more longer lived. It is something that people would pay dearly for. Or maybe you've gotten smarter, or maybe you've just gotten better at something. But each of you, I should tell you, it's good that you made it, right? It is also highly immoral the way some labs has done these trials. I have suspected as much, and you have told me as much, that you did not sign up willingly, and they are not telling people the mortality rate of taking these drugs.
And what is the mortality rate?
Well, as of the last strand that we worked on, it was 70%. Much higher than it was a few years ago, from what I've
Say
heard.
7.
70.
Oh, 70.
70 who live or 70 who die? At this point, if everyone turns around, look, Glitch is actually like kind of standing in the circle now with everybody. 70 who live or 70 who die?
Who would die?
Who's driving?
What are you putting at... Ugh. And she goes back over.
As you can see, it is hard.
God.
It would not be. It is not a number most people would sign up willingly, which is why I've gotten curious as to how we've gotten so many signed up.
Who's running this program?
It is Dr. Jeanette Rowe. She is the lead medical project manager on this. It is as you may have heard of Sun Labs' other products, they mostly sell their research off to bigger companies like Biotechnica or others. Benefits perhaps like soldiers or mercenaries and perhaps Arasaka. They have many very powerful people in their pockets, or maybe who knows whose pockets, but they are very powerful.
What exactly did you do on the project?
My job is once a patient goes through the third phase, as in you've taken enough of the drugs, you've taken enough of what we call sunlight. Take enough of these. And Glitch, this definitely rings a bell for you. The name sunlight as a drug. When you take enough of this sunlight and it no longer is necessary, it just stays in your system, it doesn't reject your body. That is when you are truly on phase 3. I am in charge of phase 3. I am in charge of figuring out what it is with your biology that made the drug interact in such ways. You can imagine if we could take a strand of sunlight and engineer it just right so it interacts with bodies a little more what's the word? Safety. If we can perfectly make this drug happen the way we want it to happen, then Sun Labs would basically write their own checks, so to speak, huh?
I say we throw him out the window.
Hey, understand, but I became a prisoner much like you, and especially when I vocalized that I do not believe everyone was here on their own. I, personally, I want to save people, whether you believe it or not. This strand that you all have, you will likely not get cancer. The sunlight will repair your body, each of you. You may even not die a few times, depending on your wounds. May be able to stand back up. I wanted the research specifically for the strands that for all the research of the things that can be good, and that is what I am doing. I'm taking my research and I'm going into a secret, another secret facility, I guess, but it is a company called Kimcell. And they'll be operating in secret, doing much the same, but not with people. And we'll be spending more time doing what I would rather do, which is researching the nanites themselves and the virus contained within before we attempt any human trials.
And you're doing this all out of the kindness of your heart, aren't you?
I will be paid significantly if it's all the same. Mm-hmm. I did a little English accent there in the end. If it is,
It's cool. I stole your accent.
yeah,
We
if it
just
is,
stole each other's accent for that.
if it is all the same, I will be paid handsomely, and I will be able to actually, I don't know, start a family or something. Actually, live how I want to live.
Oh, so you get to start a family. You get to live a happy life. You get to go off and make all your money after you've tortured people. I say we take the arm, leave it with them, and go.
I like arms.
I would vote against that,
You
obviously.
don't get to vote.
In one way or another, without him, we'd still be in that lab. And he may be profiting on it, but at least we get our freedom. And this is a job straight from Johnny. Johnny's never steered us wrong. I'd hate for my first job coming back to be debauch one of Johnny's jobs.
Johnny didn't spend a year in that lab.
Did spend a year in that lab, by the way.
Wait, what?
I've spent a year in that lab.
How did he spend a year in the lab and then is already out?
No, we were talking about Johnny, not him.
Oh,
You got
sorry,
our pronouns
sorry,
mixed
sorry.
up a little
I got some things mixed up there. Pretend I said nothing.
Doctor, I said, we don't even know who this doctor is. We don't even know his name.
Yeah, we don't even know your name. You could be named anything. You could be named...
Well, I could tell you what my name
Who?
is now, and perhaps if you let me live, of course, at this point, and you let me pay you handsomely, and I could be a valuable tool in the future for you. How about that? My name is Joseph
What if we don't
Alon.
like your name?
Well, you can call me whatever you want.
All right.
Kim Cell will be changing my identity once we land.
So what's your name today?
Joseph Alon.
What do you wish your name was?
Something cool, like, I guess, Johnny Bones. I like his name. And he dresses really nice.
Yeah, we all wish we could be Johnny Bones.
That tracks.
Who's driving this? And I'm gonna run up.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's,
No. Boot.
So how about this? I think there's a plan we can all maybe agree on. Since this guy let us escape and we're getting paid, we let this one go. Then we get our strength back and take down the rest of
Yeah,
the
I'm cool.
corporation. Maybe if we're feeling up to it, go back and free some more of those prisoners and blow up the rest.
Well, that's fine as long as we get to keep him on a short leash. I feel like we're gonna need to
By a leash?
buy a leash. Yeah, and be able to get information from him. He seems to know a lot about this stuff that's in us now.
Well, we already have a map of the headquarters, and we have all of the medical information that we need. Is there a place where we can get more staff information there, Doc?
Well, not necessarily. You would have to go, I guess, back to... you would have to go back to the medical center there. It is...
That's fine. We've managed more with less.
I will tell you that no one else at Sun Labs knows about this project except for everyone on that top floor, and a few executives, of course. It is a secret. And it's probably why security was a bit light. The only way in was through something like what they're writing in now.
People always think their secret's a secret, but they're not.
Right. Well, however I can help, I promise you, if you maybe give me a number or something, or a name, or anything, once I am got my new identity, I will reach out, and you can use me as much as you would like. If you have a good plan, and I'm very sure that Kim Cell would be interested as well, you taking down a rival of theirs.
Yeah, that all tracks.
And I'm sure you'll
Yeah.
get more data from us.
Yes, I would like to know. Well, if you want to take them down, you might have to expose them somehow. How are they getting all these people here? Right.
Hey,
Anything
Franklin,
else?
can you set up a dummy contact for our new friend here?
Well, I thought you were going to ask me something hard, of course.
Franklin, I'm only going to trust him if I can call him Earwig.
Well, that's now his name in the contact. Basically, a Facebook group pops up. Earwig.
You heard it, Doc. Your name is Earwig now.
I have been called worse by you under medication.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Well, Doc, we're almost there, so
All right. They know that I will be your guest, and they also know that until the changeover happens, you are essentially my bodyguards of sorts. So, any of you, they know you're coming, if that makes sense. I suggest everyone be cool.
I'm going to take the real gun out of my back and put it on the dashboard.
Oh yeah, Doc, we're the epitome of discretion.
You are also the experts in this type of thing. I have never jumped corporations before. I am very nervous, of course. Okay. And you trust this Johnny Bones, right? He seemed real genuine.
Yeah, you don't work with a lot of fixers as reliable as old Johnny.
Yeah. And then it was money well spent getting to him. Okay. At this point, you fly over Kirkwood, and there are some light explosions in the background, just here and there. Not necessarily something you should be worried about, just setting the scene. You hear gunshots here and there. You hear hoops and hollering occasionally. At this point, we're going to say it's about 11 p.m. and it is dark, real dark. You find the house, the location. If you hover over, and as you hover over it, you start approaching. You do notice parked outside what looks to be just a trashy slum house. The garage. There's a garage there with the garage door open, and there's outside in the driveway there is a large black SUV. I guess if you'd like to take a look around and definitely roll me some kind of let's see.
I'm gonna take a look around.
Yeah, definitely gonna check it out before I land this thing.
And what would be the perception roll?
Perception?
Oh yeah, there it is. Perception. Okay.
Perception?
Yeah, perception. Everybody can roll me a perception.
9.
9. Anybody else want to roll?
See, I do. I can't find it though. I'm lost.
It is
Yeah.
in the awareness skills, which is the top left skills.
I actually
Okay.
spent points on this one.
I did too. All right, let's see what happens.
There we go.
Oh!
23.
And 15. I am real distracted by something, evidently.
Oh, Flux. Do you jacked out of? Oh wow, that sounds weird. Do you
We're
go
just gonna
back?
have to lean into it, man.
Do you
We're
go
doing
back
a lot
in-
of jacking.
Do you go back into your own eyes at this point, and you just you start looking around with your own eyes, or are you going to be? Maybe you use the technology from Franklin Endeavor
Out
Robot,
of Franklin?
and you zoom
I
in.
have a lot of things at my disposal. I can
Okay.
I can do that. I can also do some scanning, which
Yeah, you can.
I was thinking about doing to see if there's any like unexpected access points nearby.
Sure. Yeah. So what you see is you actually see a hover drone. It's it's like it is midnight dark, this hover drone, but it doesn't get past your scanners. You're able to track that there is a hover drone. There's just a hover drone floating around the rooftop. There is a backyard to this. It doesn't seem like there's anyone there. There is a front door. The front door has what looks to be someone someone standing out at the front door. And you do see some flickering lights that are coming from within the garage. You can't quite see into the garage yet until you, like, maybe you angle your bike in. But if you start angling your bike, if you want to go that route, you can safely do that. And you can see that there's like this makeshift, like you can zoom in, enhance, that kind of thing. And you see two figures, and one, it looks like it's I mean, everyone looks like they're decked out in some like nightwear kind of typical corpo stuff. And you see if there's like this makeshift, almost like dentist office chair in there, and there's like a you see some looks like tech crates that have been stacked up, and it looks like there's just this quick. You can notice the technology. You're a cyberpunk, you know. This looks like when you want to make a makeshift, like just a makeshift
clinic.
Makeshift clinic.
Yeah. All right, we got an eye in the sky, a man at the door, and two in the garage. Looks like they set up a makeshift clinic to get that chip out of dude's arm.
Well, it matches up with the story.
Yeah, nothing I wouldn't expect.
Then yes, I will land the vehicle.
Okay.
I can imagine she's like, just grinds it against the SUV.
Just hits it a little bit, doof, doof, and like when I land, it's not a nice landing. It's just like half of it lands and doof.
Just a nice against that nice paint.
What are you doing, Flux? Are you going down with them at the same time, or are you going to stay in the sky?
I'm going to maintain a ready position.
Smart.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna lower the bike, but I'm not gonna get off of it.
Okay. Instantly, the drone, as you smash into their car, I mean, you did it just lightly, just light bump, right?
Just a love tap.
The drone automatically comes right up to the windshield. And you do see the person that's at the front door whip out what looks to be an assault rifle. And this is now you can see them kind of step into the moonlight. And you can see this is someone who has like a earpiece in. He's got like the crop top. He's got a whole like trench coat action going on. And it just looks like, it's like a black trench coat. All these people look like they're from the Matrix, essentially.
Does this van have a speaker system?
Yes.
I'm going to push the speaker button. Anyone order a pizza? Small sausage? Anyone? Anyone?
Oh, that's rude. Did you just refer to our guest as a small sausage?
A woman walks out confidently from the garage. It's open. The door is open at this point, and you also see from within the van the back doors of the van open up, and you see another person with an assault rifle come out. Everyone looks cybered up, except for the woman. She looks pretty normal. But she's a bit older. She looks like she's about in her 50s, and she's smoking a cigarette, and she has on shades, even though it's dark out.
Hey, Glitch, should we get Vlad to open the door?
I think that's a great idea.
I believe she says out, if you can hear from into your car. she just starts coming up confidently up to the passenger side window, or whichever one boots in, I guess.
Driver's side.
Driver's side. Not that she knew who was saying that, but she's going through the driver's side because of what people do. She goes, "Yes, and I expect that pizza piping hot."
It's hot. It might be a little moist, though. Might want to check its bottom. And I'm going to push the button to open the side doors.
Okay. Side doors come out. And the scientist plops out. Vlad plops out. Does anyone else get out?
Me.
Does the scientist plop out, or does Vlad plop him out?
Yeah, okay. Vlad actually undoes his belt like he's a child. His safety harness, and takes him and moves him outside and goes, "There you go, your pizza."
Wow, Vlad actually catches on surprisingly quick. I'm impressed.
And the guard that was at the front door is now next to the woman who is talking to, and she looks sideways over at Vlad. Said, "He wasn't on the menu."
Oh no, he's with us. He's just the
You
delivery
don't
boy.
get to keep him.
He must stay in if you are to stay here. I don't know him. His profile has not been looked at. He wasn't
That's
part of the deal.
rude.
Well, it was rude to bring friends to an uninvited to a party.
That's rude. We invite certain people
Well, it's
to
also rude to snatch people from their beds to come to a party they didn't prepared for.
Okay, this metaphor is getting really strange. We getting our
Vlad, do you
money?
want any pizza? Get back in the car.
Well, once we get the device out of him, then I guess he can pay you, and we will be on our merry way. She looks up at the hover bike, and just there's like a slight smile across her cheek.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna wink at her.
She's going to flick her cigarette out and turn her back on you.
Icy sausage.
Yes.
Glitch is going to turn to Boot and be like, ooh.
Come, we
Oh,
don't
we do
have
have
much.
another one of those. Oh.
We don't have much time. You had the fastest vehicle we could. Johnny said you had the fastest vehicle. I imagine you have a bit of a beat on them. And hopefully took them by surprise.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
plenty
they did
surprised.
not see that coming.
So she ushers everybody in to the. Have you gotten off your bike? Or are you still
No,
staying outside?
I'm staying outside.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep watch.
All right. Franklin Devarobot. He talks to you. He's like, should I stay in here in case we need a quick getaway?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll keep you then.
Oh, I'm still in the car. I didn't get out of the car.
You didn't get out of the car? Okay.
No.
So you're leaving us up to Glitch and the scientist?
I'll go.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I
It'll go
trust
well.
Glitch completely.
wow.
Come. And,
She is carrying pizza in with her.
yeah. So quickly, she takes the scientist and she moves him over to this makeshift, what looks like a dentist chair. And there is a, there looks like the corporate dentist, essentially. The guy who's also obviously the nerdy surgeon, who quickly puts all these straps on him and starts plugging in some things into him. And
Just real quick, as he's strapping him in, I want Glitch just real loudly be like, so is all of this sterile? Has this been cleaned recently? I think I'm seeing some germs over here.
yes, it's sterile. Glitch. Do you smoke?
Okay.
These jobs always make me smoke like a chimney. No? Okay. She takes out another cigarette and just starts puffing away. And she is obviously pacing around. And in front of the garage are now the two guys who are just pacing. And if you're still hovering, you can see from behind the van, there looks to be some kind of, some guy working an access point, a mobile access point within the van, Flux. You can see that as you're kind of hovered in. Probably controlling that drone.
Okay.
So some time goes by. It takes about 10 minutes unless anybody's going to do anything. But after 10 minutes, you see this the surgeon. He's going to shoot up the doctor with all kinds of chemicals, and he passes out for a moment. And then he takes a really fancy tool. You can kind of see it from your view, Boot. Like, you can kind of see it, though Glitch has the better view of it. It looks like a really fancy medical tool that he places directly over the spot where the chip was. And he types in some kind of code. And then you just hear Glitch, you hear like a... And from there, you see the woman. She nods over to one of the men holding a assault rifle, and she says, "Go ahead and get it prepped." That's when he goes to the back of the van and he takes out him and his the other person. They both take out what looks to be something in a body bag, and they start moving it into the garage. And she has a slight smile on her face, the woman who's ordering things. And she says, "Well, doctor, it's a shame you were caught in some kind of crossfire between gangs and things got real explodey." And they unzip this body bag. And Glitch, you can see this looks like a perfect replica of this doctor. They start moving this body out, complete with the same type of scientist suit he's wearing, and they just prop it against the wall.
She's gonna... Guys, something weird is going on in here.
I'll get out of the car and slowly make my way over there.
Okay. And you see that
I will have brought my gun with me as well.
Okay. And so, as you do that, you do catch the eye of the drone starts going, like looks at you. And you also see the two men who prop the body up. As they have done that, they've come back over and they just kind of look at you curiously. And the woman with the shades doesn't seem perturbed by you coming up with your gun, just kind of looks at you curiously.
I'll walk up, put my gun in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Can I bum smoke off you? We just got out of we didn't have a chance to stop anywhere.
Oh, you're not trying to quit, are you? I'd hate to put you back in your bad habit.
I haven't had a cigarette in a year. I'm ready to smoke the whole pack right now.
She laughs. She takes out a whole pack from within her own kind of corporate trench coat. She goes, "Here, take this." She just flicks it at you. And you know this to be the premium stuff. You're used to smoking real shitty cigarettes that are almost hand-rolled by people and that kind of thing from the local gas stations. This is some premium corpo, like nice, probably good for you cigarettes.
Thanks. I'll take one out and start smoking it and just watch now.
She points over to the doctor and she goes, "No, thank you."
Glitch is just like kind of pulling on Boots' sleeve.
Do you want one?
And then she just kind of points over to the fake doctor leaning on wherever he's leaning.
So, are you going to mock the signal? And then blow up the fake?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we want him to look and appear dead. That perhaps somebody... Now, again, depending on how well you covered your tracks, perhaps some escapees, unknown escapees, somehow got this doctor and were perhaps just some gang. They're all gangs in there. That's what I hear.
Yep, it's a body double.
So it's going to be real easy to pin this on just some gangs.
And which gang are you going to pin it on?
Well, maybe the roller razors or maybe the dragons.
Ah, Glitch, what gang? What's that gang that you hated? The really...
Poos.
You should blame it on the Poos.
Blame it on the Poos. They don't wear pants.
Actually, we could use those pants.
Oh, they don't have pants. What would you use them?
No, his pants, the doctor's pants. We could take his pants because the Poos would take your pants.
That's true. That's true. That's what they do. They take pants.
They take your pants and they burn them.
It's really upsetting.
Jeff, take the doctor's pants. Jeff, some guy named Jeff just looks and goes, "Well, that's weird as shit, but all right." And he comes over and he just takes off the shoes, takes off.
It's for authenticity.
Takes off these doctor pants, They look white. They're just white pants. You guys want these pants?
Me, I do.
All right. And he just tosses it your way.
Free pants.
I'm gonna elbow her. Those are some corpo pants. There's like 100 eddies a pair.
I'm gonna draw all over them with markers.
Yeah.
You hear at a certain point, you hear the surgeon finally say, "Done, got it." And this, what looks now, you can see it now. It's like a cylinder tube that he had put over this the doctor's arm. Now you see there's a bit of blood in this tube, but you do see clearly now this tracking chip, and it is kind of going nuts. And he says, "Looks like they're pretty close. We got to get out of here." And he's just going to place the tracking chip. He's actually going to take out the chip from the cylinder. Does anybody want to do the honors?
I don't want it.
Okay. He's just going to toss it in with the body double. Let's go. Pack up. And then the two guards start packing up all the cases full of tech gear, and they're leaving the chair. It looks like the chair was here before, but they're packing up a lot of their gear. And then before that happens, the doctor, they start slapping the doctor a bit. He's not quite awake.
Glitch is going to go over and slap him too.
Okay. He goes, "Oh, is it done? Is it done?"
No, they've come for you. They're here right now.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. And he just like starts trying to get out of the chair real fast, and he slips and he falls on his knees like, "Oh no."
I'll try to grab him and help him.
Oh no. Oh no, we must get out of here.
No, earwig, I'm kidding. They're not here yet. They got it out.
I hate you so much. I hate you with a fiery passion.
You like us. We should leave though before they do actually get hit.
No, they're very close though. They're very close. You need to go.
He nods over at the woman, who actually takes a longing look now as she finishes her last cigarette and she starts getting into the van. She looks over at Flux. She goes, "I think Johnny's going to have your money here in about 30 seconds.
Excellent.
Might want to get the fuck out of here."
Oh, that's the plan.
Flux, do you need me to grab her digits?
No, that's okay. It would never work.
It would work for at least one night.
And it has been a number of nights.
And she stops and she does look at all of you and goes, "Thank you. You've done a really good job. If you ever need more jobs." And then she flicks her virtual card over to each of your devices. And you might want to change your numbers. Just letting you know.
Oh man, I've had this one for like 15 years.
She gets in the car, and it is not a hover van. It just screeches out.
All right, demons, let's fly.
Yeah, let's get out
Everyone
of
in
here.
the van.
Jog over, get in the van.
So everyone gets in the van, including Vlad. Vlad opens make sure everyone's in the van first, and he eyes everything suspiciously before he gets into the van himself. There's the light is lit up slightly by the blue glow of the stun rod as he puts it away.
It's like a little lightsaber for him.
Yeah, it's like a little lightsaber for him. And this is when Franklin pipes in. "Well, now we got a new headquarters. It ain't quite as good as the old place." And this is as you guys are flying the fuck away, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm gonna like peel out again, straight up,
Yeah.
dent the van again a little bit.
Now that I've got a feel for the hover bike, I'm going to start riding it like a bat out of hell.
And
16.
I would like all of you to make a piloting roll as a huge explosion. Rocket.
Oh no.
Pilot air vehicle? Oh no.
Well, I'm not driving.
no.
We need to...
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Flux, can you make a pilot? Oh, you already did.
I got a
That was a
16.
16. Flux, you're fine. You maneuver out of the way. Just like it pushes the back half of your bike up, but you ride it. You ride it really cool too. You take in all that, but what you see is you see your friends in that AV4 as it slams into a nearby taller tree, as it's just, or not tree, house, as it gets thrust forward and down from the sheer force of this, and it's an unwieldy, larger vehicle, and there might have been more to this explosion, maybe some light EMPs or something that maybe just caught up with the AV4 that maybe your superbike was a little more equipped for. And I am going to have everyone take an unfortunate amount of damage.
Oh
An
no.
unfortunate amount. That's
Well,
the
actually,
worst kind.
yeah.
They were wearing their seatbelts.
They were wearing their seatbelt, sure,
That's
but
right.
you're
Vlad would have made sure of it.
That is true. That is true.
Vlad is very safety first. Surprisingly.
yeah. Vlad is. I love Vlad being like gang dad. It really works
That's
out.
right.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, how much? Oh no! What?
How many
what-
hit points each of you
Quite a
have?
lot.
I mean, I
28
have.
left.
You
I'm
only
dead.
have 28. Okay, that's fine. How much glitch? How much do you have
I have
total hit points?
40.
Okay.
And then I have my armor.
Okay.
We haven't picked that up yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
that
haven't
no,
picked
we
that up
haven't.
yet.
Ah,
And
I
I
have
haven't been
by
healed
that I
from
mean
the
40.
damage I took earlier.
Boot. And by the way, that damage is also on your vehicle, so the vehicle takes that damage. Boot was at the helm. You notice this glitch while you're in there. That Boot falls over as something smashes some debris from this house that you guys have now smashed into. It's like a 3-story house that you just smashed into the window, and now the front piece of your car is there, and it is now starting to rock back as no one is now driving this thing.
I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch me soar.
I'm gonna.
Boot, currently you are unconscious, and technically, for anything normal that is dead, you would start doing some saving throws. Something kicks in you, by the way. Just something kicks in you, and you're still unconscious. But you feel like you're somewhere else, like you're floating. You're in a dream spiral. Maybe you're in a coma. That's the last thing you remember is being hitting the side of this townhouse of some sort, this house. Anyways, everyone else now.
Yeah,
What
can
would you
open
like
up
to do?
comms. Franklin, are you active?
I am active. This is oh Lord. And he plugs in. I'm gonna take control now.
All right. Status report.
Glitch is gonna undo her seatbelt and go up to where Boot is. Boot's down. She's not responding.
She is covered in blood.
Flux,
Shit.
Boot's not looking good.
Franklin, you still have those medical protocols?
I do. Hold on just a second.
Franklin, switch me.
He tosses you this what looks to be like a little surgical gun. And you know this from the gang world as this is something Franklin knows how to make, and only Franklin. You can shoot this gun into the side of someone, and it just heals them for their body amount. What you know, Boot, just letting you guys know, what you're finding out now is that those nanites have just given you a death save free. You are not dying, but you are close unless you receive medical attention. Gravely close.
Well, we can't stay here because those guys are coming. We got to get to the headquarters. That's our only play. Try to keep her stable till then.
You just at this moment, roll me another perception, Flux. You're the one who's out there now, looking around, talking. Ooh, that's real good. In the distance, you do see a helicopter that probably shouldn't be here in Gangland. It's
Shit, we got to Delta now. Franklin, get us out of here.
all right.
Glitch is going to be unbuckling Boot and then like kind of getting her in the back and kind of laying her down. And looking for stuff to help clean her up.
Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, I get to do something. Okay. He is having some trouble.
Oh, that's a C vehicle roll. Maybe try again with an air.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
That's me. That's my fault.
Fingers crossed.
We crashed the boat.
10.
It's
10.
better.
Just so you know, 10 does allow you just to drive okay. That is what a 10 gets you in this game, the DV10. So he
He's driving
starts...
okay.
Yeah, what he does is he goes forward just a bit to get some debris off the front a little bit, just to jostle some things loose, and he flies backwards and then straight up. He's like, all right, follow my coordinates. We're going to take the long way around, but we'll get there.
Well, he doesn't need to be doing any crazy driving anyway. Like, Boot needs to be kept stable, in a stable position.
Yeah, so I would like for you to roll me, Glitch, a medicine.
Oh, okay.
What is that? Is it medtech? First aid.
Yeah.
First aid.
First aid tech to see if you can get it just right using this medical technology, and it's going to be a pretty easy DV. I just want to make sure you're hitting the right spots.
We'll find out about that, won't we?
And you're also in a hover car. Mm-hmm. If you were in a nice safe spot, I probably wouldn't make you roll, but you're going to have to roll to make sure you don't accidentally hit your own face.
Listen, don't put that idea on me. Let's see, where is that? I'm not seeing this. Where is it?
It's under tech. Your technique skills. The last set of skills. On the right.
On the right. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I think my little box isn't open. There we go. All right.
12. Good enough.
Hey, I didn't hit myself in the face.
We both lived.
So, Boot, the amount of your body, whatever that body score is, you are now up to that amount in hit points.
So 5.
5. You have 5 hit points.
That's
But your eyes, you were in this dreamlike state, and it's almost like you can feel this other entity in you before you flip awake. And it's taking you through memory lane. Please tell me the last memory you have before you got into... It's like it's recreating something, and it's forcing you, like a DM would force you to tell this story. What is one of the lasting moments that you remember before getting into Sun Labs and waking up? And it could be anything. It could even be a lucid moment you had during your Sun Labs.
One of Boot's last memories before they were taken was being told that she had to stay in the security room and watch the monitors. And her friend, her best friend at the time, whose name she can't quite remember. Mm-hmm. I remember he stopped by before a trial to check in on me.
Yeah.
And I just had this memory of this guy, and I'm pretty sure it's his fault.
It's like a bunch of hundreds of LEDs come over, and they just make this vague outline of this guy, but everything else is a little bit more clear as you're in this kind of smaller security room with all these monitors propped up and probably some snacks to the side and all these things going on. And you remember clearly, and he's just talking, but it's like it's more like a wave sound, like crashing water, as it's not quite clear, as your memories isn't all there. But it's like something's trying to help you remember things. Something's in you wants you to survive and wants you to remember things. And that's when your eyes shoot open and you see Glitch's face right above you. And she has this little surgical gun. And in the windows, you see everything's flying around.
I'm gonna reach up with my robot hand and gently take the surgical gun. You did it!
Boot!
And I'm gonna sit up and I'm gonna hug her.
And she
And
just
be like,
face palms her.
It's okay.
Oh, Boot! No!
Just stop touching my face!
But it's all bloody!
It's... Don't worry. You don't remember the facials with the blood? It's good for your pores.
No, I do like those.
Yeah, I'll look so much better when we get there. Thank you. I had a weird memory. Do you
There's
remember a reason we got taken? I don't remember. It's a guy. I don't. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna take out a cigarette and start smoking it. Are we there yet?
We're about 10 more minutes out. And if you guys want to flash forward, he's about 5 more minutes into it. It's like, I think you'll like the new place, though it's a bit sparse with both people and the stuff. But it's out in Oakland City. You guys know Oakland City is right there in the cusp of 285, which is the further out you get, the more rugged things tend to be for Atlanta. And he takes you there. He flies you over what looks like, those motels that have like a centerpiece and there's like a horseshoe around it of all kinds of different other of your hotel rooms. And that's what this looks like. There's a landing pad in the center of this and a gate in the front. It looks like it's been aftermarket made. This looks every bit like one of those hotels you see on the side of the road that has that horseshoe look and feel to it. And he flies over the top and lands. All right, let's get Boots strapped up. Come on. No time.
Yep.
So he ushers you in to one of the hotel rooms. And in his hotel room looks like all kinds of medical equipment.
Is this a hotel or a motel?
What's the difference?
The doors to the room, do they go
inn.
outside or into a hallway?
Oh, I get you. No, they all go outside. This is a motel.
Okay.
But you do notice when you get in, there's been some modifications made where there's further doors inside that have been carved out. This thing, and it has an old trashed up sign out front. There's a pool that doesn't look like it's been used. It's all dried out.
We can refill
The
it.
sign outside just says Lazy Larry's Motel.
Mistakes. All right.
And he quickly, with the help of everyone, he straps you into this medical, like this whole medical, this bed. And Franklin quickly starts getting to work where he's patching you up and he's going with the quickness of a robot. He's like, and he starts plugging you into things and you're not necessarily like, you're not sure what he's doing, but he's helping you.
Yeah, I just sit back and let him do whatever he's doing. Not the first time.
All right.
Whew.
Yeah. So he stops the bleeding. You are at a critical state, essentially. And just so you know, if you go below half, I want to say below half your hit points, that's when things are like a -1. But when you're right there at critical, everything is like super negative land. So he's stabilized you. You've stopped bleeding. And he looks over and he's like, she'll be fine, but it's gonna be a few days before she can be up and at him again. We'll take good care of her.
Well, that'll give us some time to get settled in. I'll go get you some supplies, Boot, to make your stay a little bit more comfortable.
I just pull out a list.
Oh.
You have no idea when I had time to make this list. Or even got
I
a
was
pen
about
or a
to
piece of paper.
Let's say, but all right, I like it. I like when they're prepared.
Well, now, I know it's not the best time for it, but perhaps we get old Johnny Bones over here and we have a proper party of some sort. I know you guys like to do that.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see
I
the
want a
old man.
drink.
Ooh, yes, drinks and snacks, I think.
Anyways,
Snacks and Johnny.
take your pick at whatever room you would like. It's again a bit sparse, but it's all I could find out here.
Franklin, this is fantastic. You did excellent work.
Thank you. I'm
Got
gonna.
any squatters in here, or is it just us?
It's just us. I've been able to, with the help of Johnny, we've been able to detour some squatters. He looks over and there's a you can look. He points over, and you can see at the top of the one of the rooms is a turret. Able to get one of these guys. It seems to work its magic. Got a very low level demon man in its controls. Plugged in all of our profiles to it, so that's the way it knows not to shoot us. Yeah. So I think
It's way better than I expected. Honestly, with the state of everything, I was half expecting to have to camp out in the Conyers Wastes. This is great.
no Kanye's waste for us. But again,
Damn, Conyers.
at least you get your one little room. Not as good as the old place, but you know, at least it's not overrun by gangs and not watched by the corpse.
But
Well,
hey,
plus
seriously,
here we have
thanks,
a
Franklin.
pool.
Yeah, if you would like that. I had no use for it and probably dangerous for me.
What are the numbers on these rooms like? Are they 1, 2, 3? Are they a 3-digit number?
Yeah, it's gonna be
How high do they go?
one.
They don't go up to 69,
No,
Boots. I'm sorry.
It's 69.
there are 30 rooms here at the Lazy Larry Motel. Take your pick. Number 1 is the one I chose for, you know, where I stand at attention and also where my stuff is for making sure you're all good. Unfortunately, everyone else is scattered. Johnny
Yeah.
Bones seems to be the only one who wasn't in the house at the time of the incident.
Franklin, did anybody else make it?
Not that I'm aware of. I was deactivated, but later found by Johnny Bones.
Have
So
you
far, I've been the only one who's been found or reactivated.
have you heard anything from, you know, my mom or dad?
I think it's best we talk to Johnny Bones, my dear.
Yeah.
What room is he in?
Oh, he's not here yet. He'll be here soon. I imagine he's going to be grabbing some things for the party tonight.
This sounds like a little bit of different point. Can we take a bio break real quick?
Yes.
It's been
You did say a break, right? Like a break, as in we take a
Yes.
break? Okay,
Yes, I
good,
would like
good,
to-
good, good.
Okay.
Anyways,
Real life?
I was a little confused
Yeah.
about it. Yeah. In
Yeah,
real
yeah,
life,
no,
would
I
like
thought
to
you were,
step
I
away
thought
for
you
a
were.
moment.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's
I
hard when you
realize
don't use an
now the
accent.
possible confusion, but I.
Yeah,
I,
you can take
player
a break
Adam,
all you
would
want.
Like to step away.
So
that's fine.
A
This is a
break
perfect-
for non robots. Got it.
It's like, yeah, we're breaking to go find our rooms.
Right.
Yeah.
So I could have been much more clear, and I apologize. That's entirely on me.
No,
All right.
no.
So everyone in chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us so far. We're about to take a break. Fox, I think you can probably see us out of this break, but
Yes,
thank
yes.
you.
Yeah, so everybody, we're going to take a 10. Make sure to take a potty or leave a potty, whatever it makes sense to you. Hydrate, get a
The
snack
worst
or
little
whatever.
stuff. Take a potty,
And
leave a
we
potty.
will be back.
We don't judge.
But we're back. So hope everyone has dealt with the takings and the leavings that they needed to. And
Gross.
yeah, it is. So yeah, let's just jump right back in, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll jump right back in. Just want to remind everyone that you can use your bits. Yeah, you can. To level up the Sky Demons. And they need it because the point leveling system in this game, ooh, it's rough.
And I've already died. Please level us.
And she's already died, yeah.
We're 1,000 point away from 20.
Ooh, nice.
Saying.
Thank you so much, chat. So without further ado, our Sky Demons have just dropped off
Oh,
that doctor. And in that drop off, they made an escape from an explosion, but that went horribly wrong as they crashed right into the side of a house and did a whole lot of damage, sending Boot to death's door. But with some quick medical attention, they were able to stabilize her, and now they're at their new hideout. They are just now seen for the first time. Boot's going to be okay. It's going to take a couple of days, but she should be fine with our medical robo-doctor, Franklin Deverobot.
As soon as Deverobot and Flux stopped talking, that Glitch and I probably took off looking for our rooms.
Yeah. So you can have your pick. It looks like rooms 1 and 2 are taken. 2 is taken by Johnny. He doesn't always, you would know from your previous experience with Johnny, as your memories are kind of fading back and forth. It'll be clear probably if you get some good sleep tonight. But you know that Johnny likes to not always stay in the same places, that he has a couple of spots he likes to live at.
Yeah.
It's just the way he plays his fixer game. But you can take whatever room you want from 3 to, did I say 30? 30 rooms here?
Yes.
So from 3 to 30.
Is it a single level or a double level?
I would say it is a double level where there's 15 rooms around, and then another level up where there's another 15 rooms around. In a horseshoe configuration.
I
So
think
1 through 50.
Glitch is going to take one of the top ones on the side that's not on top of Franklin.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll take the one that is on top of Franklin.
I'll take 27.
Okay. Everyone's on the top
27.
bunk.
And
Everyone's
then
in the top row.
Also, though, I just to make this known, eventually, I'm going to start busting a hole through the floor to make a stairway so I can take the top and bottom. I'm making my own townhouse.
Okay. You could totally do that. Yeah, so, but someone did ask, oh, where's Vlad? Well, now Vlad is just kind of hanging out in the parking lot, just kind of walking around with his stun gun.
Oh no.
We have to give Vlad a room.
Oh, yeah, I guess Glitch will go down where he's just kind of, is he just wandering around?
He's just wandering around.
Oh no.
I really like your place.
What are you
It's
doing?
really
Aren't you
nice.
going to pick a room?
I can stay.
Yeah, you're going to stay here and live in one of the rooms. Well, what's your
I
favorite
can
number?
stay. And he comes over and gives you this giant hug.
Whee!
He smells a little weird, but it's fine. But he picks you up because at this point you realize like Vlad is about 6'5". He's huge, just a mountain of muscle.
So, what's your favorite number? Under 30. Favorite number under 30. That's not 1, 2, 15, 27, or 30.
5.
All right, you're going to go this way. And so she's just going to take him over to room 5.
This is the nicest place I've ever had.
Well,
As he
this
opens
is-
up the door. And it's, I mean,
room
this is
is all
some
for you
real,
now.
it's kind of, there's some stank to these rooms because the beds haven't been changed in a while, that sort of thing. There's, and you notice each of these, it's just like a little, it feels like not only this is a motel, but it's kind of like those extended stay motels. So there's like a miniature, like, area where you can, like a little stove, like a twofer stove, you know, like this has like two little things on the top. There's a mini fridge. There's a bed, of course, and there's just your average stand-up shower. And Vlad just goes,
This is great. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to stay here forever if you're okay with it.
Oh, yeah, you can stay here as long as you want to. And you can hang out in the pool, and you can have some pizza, and we can beat up on people together.
yay! And he just like puts his hands up in the air and he's like,
Coach is
is
just going to
awesome.
start doing it, too.
oh, he accidentally knocks his stun gun into the ceiling. Goes, oh, I'm sorry. As some debris from the ceiling falls onto him, some plaster.
She's going to go nuts. She's going to be like, Wah! She's going to take, like, and grab, like, if there's, like, an alarm clock or something, she's going to grab it and just, like, chuck it at the wall.
Yeah, chuck stuff at the wall.
So I imagine they're probably just going to start, like,
He's going to start jumping on the bed, and when he jumps on the bed, he hits his head on the ceiling a few times, but it's fine. He kind of ducks over, and part of the bed now just starts to get squishier and squishier as he's obviously just destroying this bed.
Yay.
I imagine from, like, where everybody else is, they can just hear this boom, crash.
From outside, you just hear crash, and then just like you just hear a bunch of yays.
Boom. Ah!
Vlad says,
Best date ever.
and he looks over, he's like,
Can I take you on a date? Like, is that
Well, yeah.
kind of like a child, just like part of his hair swoops over one eye. He has like I said, half of his face is chromed over. And he looks
gonna,
childish as he says it, like he kind of hunches over.
She's gonna go like do the nah, like real like you know, and just like splat the hair just back onto his head. Well, you wouldn't be much of a boyfriend if you didn't take me on a date, so I suppose we will have to.
Yes. All right. I'm going to plan it. I'm going to make it a good date.
All right. Well, make your room feel however you want and do whatever you want here. And I'm going to go see what everybody else is doing.
Okay. If you need me, I'll be right here. Room 5.
Well, and feel free to roam about as you please.
Okay.
She's just going to kind of wander
He
around.
goes, wait. Do you think the other ones like me?
Oh, I think so.
Okay. I hope
I
they
can
like
go
me.
ask him if you want, though.
No. We'll just figure it out.
All right. Well, I'll keep an eye anyway. But
Okay.
they're pretty easygoing, you know. I mean, listen, there have been some pretty shifty characters around here, and, you know, they've liked all of them, so you're not that shifty anyway.
I'm not.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything of note before Johnny Bones arrives?
I am taking a long ass shower.
Yeah, that checks out. And each of you find out that in the dresser drawers of some of these rooms, there are some old clothes. They're old, and they may not be a great style for you, but they are clothes that aren't your jumpsuit.
I'm going to start taking random clothes and my jumpsuit and fashioning a new outfit out of it.
Go for it.
And they are free, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
These are free.
Yes, mostly like there's a little like sweatpants and just like old pop reference kind of shirts, you know, that kind of stuff, and
Would you say they're bag lady chic?
they're bag lady chic type things going
I am
on.
excited for this, and I have the perfect shirt to wear next week now for this. Thank you. Like
All
early
right, so
2000s
Fluck-
pop references.
Yeah, so totally some nowadays pop references, you know what I mean? Like maybe slightly older, whatever pop references you would like to have on a shirt like this.
I pick it up. What's a baby Yoda? That sounds stupid.
Are there like little bottles of shampoo?
Oh yeah. Yeah, might be old and maybe not usable, but who knows?
Yeah, shampoo doesn't go bad, especially not in Cyberpunk. There's nothing real in those things. It's all kind of
No, yeah, okay. Yeah, there's totally some like motel in town suites type of shampoos that they just have there that are you got to blow the dust off of them. They haven't been used in a while, but there you go.
yeah.
All right. At a certain point, you hear the gate open, the front gate to this whole thing, and a really nice looking sports car drives in, and behind it, the gate shuts. You recognize this sports car, or at least you recognize who would have driven this sports car, and you know him when you see him. Johnny Bones steps out, all cool. He looks like a mobster. He's got like a fedora hat kind of tilted to the side. He has a really nice blazer on. He's got a button-up shirt underneath it that has a few too many buttons maybe undone. But he has a young face, but you know he's much older than that young face. He's got some cyber eyes that are lit up to different colors as he takes out a cigarette and he lights it up. And he goes around to the trunk and he pulls out with like grocery bags of things. And he yells, "Hey, Sky Demons! Welcome back!" As he just shouts from the middle of the parking, the horseshoe.
Glitch is going to be coming out of the room at that point. Johnny!
Hey, what's up, Glitch?
She's going to come over and give him a hug and then start taking some of the bags.
Yeah, he gives you like that hug where he has still bags around him. He's like, "It is so good to see you. I'm glad you're still alive."
What did you bring for me? And she's going to just start looking at all the bags.
Oh, of course, I got you your favorite whiskey.
Ah! You are a saint!
Of course, and a whole lot of snacks, of course.
I'll head down and reach out a fist. Hey, old Shoom. See,
Hey,
you're still paying those sculptors everything they're worth.
Yeah, you know, as long as you look young, you feel young, right?
Yeah, that's what they tell me.
And he definitely bumps fists with you. Good to see you still alive, Flux, and kicking around.
Yeah, likewise.
You didn't lose any of that snark while you were in there, did you?
Well, I haven't checked every orifice, but playing it by ear at this point.
And I see you up there, Boot.
Yeah, at that point, I'll come down. Hey, Bones. How you doing?
Oh, you know me.
So are we
Just
getting
kicking
married
around.
yet? No, not this week? Okay. And I'll
Well.
grab a bag and start digging through it.
And he just laughs and he goes, "You know, every time I ask you, you have some reason not to go out with me. It's fine."
And every time I ask you, you have the same reason.
Well, maybe our schedules have cleared up these days, huh? as he gives you a wink. And he is perfectly sculpted. Think of
course.
what's his name? He's like Captain America, but in a mafia suit.
For some reason, I was picturing Blade. I don't know why.
Oh no, that's really good too.
Like a mafia Blade.
Oh, you know what? Let me change it up. This is like a young Wesley Snipes. I love it. No, let's do it again. This is what improv's for. I love it.
Yes.
He looks like a cross between Blade and a cyberpunk mafia guy. But he's just like,
I love it.
all right.
I love it.
Okay. He does have some etchings around his jaw that are just like nice, good etchings that would like just a little bit of stubble, but it's like that perfect stubble, you know? Like he probably can't actually grow hair anymore. It's just in that perfect, like his face is just perfectly etched like that.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And as you notice, as he, in his suit, you do see like a couple of guns just holstered, and they look like old school, like revolvers. Why don't we fire up the grill and talk? Next steps, right?
Yeah. As I'll start walking away. Devon Robot, fire up the grill!
So yeah, and Franklin wheels out this old like looking grill, and he puts on his little chef apron, and he has like a chef hat. Well, grilling's one of my favorite things to do. Perfectly temperatured meat and all. As you guys just have a nice grill. What would you like to? What would you think this scene is at this point? It's about midnight.
Oh, it's midnight.
It's about midnight. It was about 11 o'clock when you guys got to the place.
Midnight grilling. I feel like one of us has found a garden hose and is starting to fill up the pool. Like we didn't clean it. We're just filling it with water.
That seems about right.
Yeah, you can do that. So Franklin the robot is now cooking up some meats for you. There's all manner of booze. There's all manner of chips and snacks. And he goes over to the back of his car, and he brings out a few more things. And these are looks to be 3 leather jackets. And on the back of the old Sky Demon logo on it.
I'm gonna grab mine and I'm gonna hug him as I grab it and like put it on like in like the same motion, and just very happy to have it back.
Well, I guess that answers the question if you guys were going to keep on keeping on.
Well, there's nothing else we can do.
Well, the world is your oyster, and I imagine there's a lot of people either looking for you or you're looking for a lot of people right now. So you tell old Johnny Bones what you'd like him to do.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring the mood down, but you got a line on any other survivors?
Ooh. Well.
I mean, it can't just be us, can it?
And Glitch is gonna jump in. Johnny, my parents.
Oh. Let's take care of that first. I'll know where the Duke is. Your mama. IP, your dad, he's, well, him and 10 others. They were all found dead, execution style. Tossed in an alley. I'm sorry.
We know who.
I know who.
Yeah. The rumor's true.
It was Spiker. I saw him. You all know it.
You saw what? Because I've got some mixed messages since they took you.
I mean, he was there too. Like, it's not. That's who it was.
I wasn't there. I just hear rumors after that. My sources found the bodies near the old headquarters, just tossed out in the alley.
Like trash is what you mean.
Yeah. Got under my skin. Started digging.
So if he did it, does anyone know where he is?
Oh, Spiker.
Yeah.
No. He dropped off the map. But I think he had someone else on the end with him. Nightshade. Remember Nightshade? And each of you do remember Nightshade. Just a guy who worked real closely with Spiker a lot. He was relatively new. I imagine Boot, he probably came in, he was probably right before you, found about the same way.
Okay.
Just someone who was just a street kid that Spiker found. And Spiker was doing his own thing, basically with his own little crew. And you were part of that crew. And you remember Nightshade. Nightshade was just some young punk, just some 18-year-old punk. And you knew that he just hung out with a bunch of different gangs until he finally committed to the Sky Demons. He kept to himself and mostly worked with Spiker. Because now Nightshade, he's been, found him. He's been running, this is where it gets weird, he's been running with the Chamber. You know those weirdos who dress up like vampires?
Oh, not them.
Well, they took over the old headquarters and they've been operating since there. I know that Nightshade is still there with them, basically in that headquarters. Jumped to another gang, I guess. They're doing all kinds of drug-related activities. Gets real weird from there, you see.
That one it gets weird.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pushing something called sunlight out in the streets.
Wait, did you say sunlight?
Yeah.
Isn't that what the doctor said was in us?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Pushing in the streets. Didn't he say it took a while of secure testing and such before people just didn't have their heads pop off or something like that?
And it only had a 70% survivability rate.
No, 70% mortality.
Mortality.
Yeah. So they don't need control testing. They just push it out on the streets. They don't need to keep you strapped down if they keep coming back for more.
Then why would they keep us
just
strapped
testing.
there?
See, from what I hear, if, they do something called tagging,
Yeah.
where they're
Control
watching you.
group.
And I guess if you survive, then you suddenly disappear from the street.
I am immediately going to grab Glitch, stay still, and start scanning her entire body. For any
Okay.
kind of like thing that wasn't in there before we went in.
Oh, yeah.
Doing-
Roll me a basic tech again.
And that's a 20 plus 2 because I'm a tech arm.
Hey.
I'm
Yeah.
just rubbing my arm over you. Like, zzz, 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 zzz.
Right near the leg, her left leg, you see a chip.
As soon as I get to it, fuck. I'm going to scan
is it?
myself in that same location.
You see a chip.
Flux.
Yep.
You see a chip. Boom, 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 boom.
We have the trackers in us.
Glitch is now like looking at her leg and like picking at. Well, get it out! Get it out! Get it out! Get it out!
Franklin immediately stops what he's doing with the grill, closes the grill. Come on now. Let's do this.
We already have a med center.
But
Yep.
hold on. Should we go somewhere else so they don't know it stopped here?
I guess so. Are we gonna have to cut our legs off?
Johnny says, well, why don't you give me those chips once you're done with them and I'll disperse them somewhere else.
Yeah,
good.
we can remove the chips and have them still be active.
I saw the tool he used. I might be able to recreate it. I don't think they're going to come after us immediately, but
Yeah,
maybe
give
some
me
time
a
in Devereaux, we might be able to come up with something.
give me a first aid tech, and I'm going to roll one for Devereaux as well.
Okay.
And this is creating the kind of tech, and he's going to help you with it because he has the more medical background than you do, but you have the pure. This is
tech
cyber
base.
tech that you would need to create.
Oh,
Ooh.
I got a 16, he got a 28.
All right. Between the two of you, you go back to the workshop. There is, by the way, a in this room, and you know that carved out into the other room that goes into Johnny's, I guess, room. But there's really just like, it's like, think of it like a guest bedroom. There's all kinds of tools in there to make stuff for just vehicle stuff. I guess to maintain your vehicle out there. Between that stuff and the laden just medical stuff you find around, you can quickly find something that can both puncture the skin, but get there safely, and take out the chip without rocking it too much, because you are pretty sure that there might be a kill switch in this as well.
Yeah, I 100% believe that.
So you know that if you maybe shake it too much, or there's something going on, or you try to deactivate that switch, something bad will happen. But you do it successfully. It does take it's about 15 minutes for you to make the thing, and then another 15 minutes or so to carefully go through the surgery. But you have a robot at your side too.
Yeah.
So strap down, you get one by one, each person. It takes about 15 minutes per person.
I mean, I expected this to be a multi-day thing, so this is still faster than I got.
This is real fast. This is you because of your two rolls together, and you're just quickly finding something. You do that. You take each one out, and each one it's in its own cylinder, and these are like 3 little bombs.
I'm gonna grab an empty whiskey bottle or beer bottle and gently put each one in, and I'm like, well, Bones, it looks like it's not our time again, and I'm gonna hand him the bottle.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll keep my ear to the ground and see if it sparked any conversations over the main channels. And how about we meet back in a couple days? You guys let me know if you need anything.
Sounds good, love. If you see one of my brothers, tell them I'm alive.
Will do. They have been
tell
asking.
me if you hear of the Duke.
Yeah. And before he drives off, he goes, Flux, I bet IP had another stash of security gear, everything that was going on over there at the old headquarters. Bet if you got there, you can get some information.
They got that new gang in there, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we can take him out, or at least pay him a visit. We know all the secret entrances, and they don't.
You just wave garlic in their faces.
We'll do that.
I actually think I can just slip in and out without them knowing. It'll be a lot easier that way.
Oh, and I almost forgot. And he takes out the side of his hand. It looks like a Pip Boy on it as he rolls it up. And he just punches in some numbers, and then you guys, like Venmo style, just get like ding, ding, ding. Congratulations on a job well done.
Oh, Bones, you got me my favorite thing. You shouldn't have.
Well, every time I get you flowers, you throw it back in my face.
Money's so much better.
It is. And he just gives you a wide smile as he coolly gets in the car with these 3 containers.
Yeah, I'll give him a wink after the smile as he walks away, and I'm going to start planning my money.
Let's hope those corpos don't get me. And he speeds out.
So how much money did we just get? 5,000 divided by 3?
5,000 divided by 3.
That's an amount. that I'm assuming someone will figure out.
$1,666.66.
Ooh.
Someone is going to get 67 cents, though. I assume that would be...
Snap.
You get the extra penny.
Hey, that's enough to buy a pair of pants had I not stolen some off that dime. Well, I was given those pants, but if not for that, I could have bought some pants, fair and
Now
square.
you can buy jewelry instead.
Yeah! Or even a second pair of pants.
A second pair of pants. Don't be crazy.
Rolling big.
Through this entire process, by the way, Vlad was standing outside like a child, just like, I hope everyone's okay.
Oh, so
Hey.
as
Oh, he needs that too,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
almost certainly.
Oh, we're ready to bake that into. What is for time's sake? You would have done that
okay.
with Vlad. Sorry. So yeah, that happened.
Here you go, Vlad. Have a burger.
yeah, I'm also going to pull out a shirt that I made. Vlad, I made this for you so you can feel like one of us, and it's got a crudely drawn Sky Demons logo on the front, with like a
This is
marker.
So cool.
Everyone has one. You need one too.
I'm in the gang.
I mean, it's up to her more than us, but yeah.
Well, if you want to be, I mean, we're not going to force you or anything if you don't want to be in the gang. I mean, you're your own guy. You can do whatever you want.
I want to be in the gang. And he just
Well,
raises
then-
his hands up and does the thing again where he's just pumping him in the air.
You're in the gang then.
Hey!
All right,
He does-
welcome to the crew, Vlad.
He jumps around a little bit, and he legitimately like half his face that isn't chrome is just wide smile. And maybe a little drool.
All right. I have Boots' list, glitch. Vlad, give me a list of anything you need me to pick up in town. I'm just going to make a quick supply run.
Ooh! Glitch is going to make a list and give it to Flux, and it is gonna have random stuff on it.
Okay. Very good. Vlad gives you a list, and it is a bag of flour. And as he's doing this, he pulls you over to the side. I'm taking Glitch on a date. What else do I need? I know women love flour.
Okay. I see where you're going with this.
I was
yeah.
thinking macaroni and cheese and a
Yes.
candle.
Oh, man, you've got a knack for this, buddy. You
think she would like mac and cheese and a candle?
Yeah, I am actually very positive she's going to like mac and cheese and a candle. You really are a good couple. The fates got involved in this one, buddy.
Is there anything I'm missing?
Tell you what, if I think of anything while I'm out, you know what? You can't go wrong with chocolate. Chocolate's a good old standby.
I like
Mac and
chocolate.
cheese, chocolate, a bag of flour, and you know what? I'll pick up some tequila too while I'm out. Just
Okay. Yeah, lots of booze.
yeah, you're gonna have a real good night, buddy.
Okay. I was thinking of taking one of the other rooms and making it nice for the night. No.
Yeah.
I squashed my own bed, and I
Oh,
don't
okay.
have a table.
Okay, I was wondering where that.
I broke my table.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just.
I smashed it in a
Okay.
fun rage.
Yeah, sure. Just a personal favor for you to me, buddy. The next
Yeah.
room you take, if you could not smash the bed and table, that'd make things so much easier for everybody.
I get excited.
I know. Oh, I'm sure you do. How about this? Okay. Gang rule for when you're here. When you start to get excited, go
Gang rule.
outside.
Outside when excited.
Yep.
Okay. I got it.
All right. Sounds great.
Also,
Yeah. What is it, buddy?
do you like me?
Yes. Yes, I do.
A little drool comes up as he does a smile. Okay. All right.
You're very
Good.
good.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go get you your date supplies now.
Okay.
And hey, Franklin, you need anything from the shop?
No, I think I got everything I need. Depending on what we're gonna do, maybe make another run if we need to do a job or something. But I have everything I need as far as medical supplies. Maybe we need some food for everybody. I don't know.
Yeah, it's on the list.
I forget about food with, everyone who eats food around here.
No, I get it. All right, I'm going to go on a supply run and get everyone their shopping list. And in addition, I'm going to get a whole bunch of sodas and burritos so I can fill up the vending machines that I'm sure are there.
Oh, there's vending machines, and you don't want to eat any of the food that's in there currently.
No.
So yeah, you can do that.
And I'm going to get everything that Vlad wanted for his date. I am going to get a bag of flour. Some mac and cheese, some chocolates, a bottle of tequila, and an actual flour, just in case.
What kind of flour is it?
The most janky ass flour I can find from like a gas station flour.
Like a gas station carnation.
Yeah.
Love it.
I envision too a gas station carnation where they put it in the dye, so it's like all different weird colors.
Yes, that's the one.
See, my problem is when he said what kind of flour, I thought like bread, cake, all-purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the bag of flour,
Self-rising.
just a bag of all-purpose.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because it's all-purpose.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, so if there's any kind of weapons or armor on that list, you do know it's going to take you a little bit of time, but you are also on a call with, you have a direct line to Johnny Bones, who can direct you to different people, and you're probably doing that for a good bit of the night, or the next couple of days.
I'm all hopped up on adrenaline after everything, so I'm just gonna take the van and go on a big shopping trip.
Okay. It's almost like you put on the music for the first time. Now you're free. You're just kind of driving around.
Just have a nice chat with Janet. Get caught up.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. So she can do that. You guys can, if you were going to ask her about anything in particular, but otherwise you're just having a nice chat with Janet. It's like, I really missed you. I hope you've been well.
But just general
that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Is this the same night or the next day?
This is the same night.
Okay.
He's just going to go out. It's like, it's like.
Okay, I know. I know
point.
he was leaving. I was making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everyone's so excited, nobody can sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. Just so you know, Flux, Johnny Bones tells you that there are some night markets that have opened up that can probably get you everything you need at just those right prices. And it is at a place called the Ballpark. And the Ballpark is right outside 285. It's a little rough, but you can get there. And it is literally an old baseball stadium that has been converted into what is a whole lot of nomads and gangs have gotten together and made a giant market in the center of this baseball stadium. Right. So a lot of tents and raggedy stuff and things happening now.
I will show up in my jumpsuit and leather jacket and start doing business.
Very good. Anybody else doing anything?
I would make a phone call to my favorite junkyard to make sure it was still open and to start finding information about giant chunks of metal and things like that so I can start fortressing out this hotel.
Yeah. It is still open. It wasn't officially tied to the Sky Demons. It was just your personal kind of, it was your personal contact that you had made. And they certainly do have scraps of metal.
Then yeah, I'll just make a deal with them to like bring over a bunch of scrap, or when Flux gets the next day, I'll make a deal to pick up a bunch of scrap or something.
Sure. The first bed of scrap would probably run you about $100 just for a little bit of scrap, and it goes up to $500 for like a back pickup truck worth of scrap.
are like a little more than a pickup truck, but
Okay.
you get my gist. So anywhere around that range that you're looking for.
I'll probably do like 300 and scrap,
Okay.
just
Yeah,
to like
that's-
start putting up a fence and like
Yeah, because right
barricade
now it's
certain
just
rooms.
it's just a bare metal fence that doesn't seem like it would keep a whole lot out. It's run by the same you guys. You probably got the rundown from Franklin. There's just a very simple access point that controls the gate system and the turrets. And there is one camera on the outside.
Yeah. I'll start reinforcing the entrances and, like I said, certain rooms. Like I would start reinforcing Glitch's room
Okay.
so no one could just bust into it.
Yeah, and we can say if you guys want to that could take upwards to a week, really,
Okay.
of reinforcing rooms, building things out. You have the help of Franklin.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to do a little time skip and we can come back a week later, or if there's something Glitch you would like to do. If you'd like to do anything within that time, by the way, time frame.
I think mostly she's going to be kind of checking out the immediate area, and by immediate area, the grounds of the motel. Just seeing what's around, like going through all the rooms, looking through the drawers, seeing what's in there, decorating her room.
Yeah, I love it. Do me a favor and roll me a perception, or if there's something, I'm just looking around. I'm trying to find something that's like investigation. No, there is no investigation. Never mind. Or is there? I don't see investigation.
No, it's
I think
concentration.
perception is like the catch.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Wait, we
perception's
have
the catch-all.
contortionist, but we don't have investigation.
Yeah, I know, right? That's fine.
I don't know if she's getting that far into the drawers that she has to contortion her way.
We don't have. Yeah, so if you'd like to roll that for me, just to see if you find anything that's kind of hidden in nooks and crannies and what have you.
Let's see what we find. 21.
Woo!
21. All right, that is really good. You do find scattered about, and you realize that this was like a scumbag motel of sorts, right? Probably taken over a few times by a few gangs. A lot has happened in this motel. It's seen a lot of use. So you do find, like, in floorboards, there are rolled up eddies or chips that have eddies on them. And you find a total of 350 eddies.
Hey, put that down in my.
And because it was such a good roll, you also find a what is it? A premium SMG. Premium, like super high quality. It's like gunmetal steel. And this is what a one-handed like a SMG.
It's Glitch's birthday.
The perfect weapon for Glitch. High power.
Yeah, but it also has a spot in it for it has an attachment to it for smart, like a smart weapon. I don't know if you probably don't have the grip or what it takes. I don't think you do for a smart weapon, but if you did in the future get augmented for it.
I was going to say not yet, but
Not yet.
we'll see about all that.
But this is
yeah,
a premium SMG, which just means it's a +1 to your roll already, and it never jams.
Yeah, I think the only other thing she's going to have happen whenever it occurs is her date with old Vlad, but I don't know when that was scheduled for, so I don't think she really keeps a calendar. So,
Neither does Vlad.
yeah, it's kind of just, the calendar is whatever happens to be happening that day.
Yeah, but it feels like throughout this week now, we can skip to the end of the week. Obviously, you have Johnny at your disposal. If you want to have another night where you guys are all talking, where you want to fill out some kind of plan, we can stop in the middle of the week and do something like that. Whatever you guys would like.
I feel
to
like
do.
there's a lot of drinking, and partying.
Boot does need to heal up.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Boo
I
needs
need to
heal up.
heal.
Yeah. So by the end of the week, you are feeling real good. And you
so far, it doesn't seem like anyone's really come by or looked over outside of just random street thugs or something have walked around. But no one's really paid you guys any attention.
No one's tried to, like, come into the gate or anything like that?
No one's tried to come into the gate. Everyone, do roll me a perception check. And this will be on that fifth day.
Dang, she is so perceptive. I rolled me a 22.
22. Okay.
I put all my points into very specific things.
We are only really good at certain things. Everything else we suck at.
That's correct.
Affixed to a certain part of the gate, you notice that there is a note attached on that fifth day when you wake up. Like a handwritten note. And
She gonna snatch that
says,
right off.
Yeah. And it says, to Glitch. And it says, you're welcome for your life. Please leave the city. -S.
She's gonna take it and she's gonna just... And then she's gonna stalk off toward... She's just gonna stalk back off toward the motel. Where's Boot? Is Boot anywhere nearby?
Boot can be anywhere at this point. This is early morning. Everyone just kind of doing their day-to-day activities. Boot's probably still reinforcing things and just tidying up like the reinforced doors and helping out around. Flux can do whatever Flux is whatever Flux is doing.
Yeah, so just want to go over real quick. Since I know the place and I'm trained in stealth and my cybersecurity is through the roof, is there a way we can storyboard going into the old base, or do you want to go through that roll by roll?
Going to the old base would probably be its own session.
Okay, got it.
Because it does have a gang there attached. We could try to do it, but I don't think it'd be a quick storyboard.
Okay, that's fine. We can hold off on that. Just if it's the kind of thing where I could just like sneak into the old like locker where we did our things and then sneak back out. But if you got a whole thing planned, then that is cool too. All right. Well, in that case, I don't really have anything special I need to be doing. I guess doing whatever research on Sun Labs, its subsidiaries, parent companies, roster, whatever, just whatever basic information I can find on them.
Sweet.
Anything I can work with.
Yeah.
If I had seen Glitch start storming off, I probably would have gone to see what she was getting upset about too, because I would have been outside.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Boot sees you, Glitch. Are you gonna storm off to your room, or are you gonna just storm away, or what are you doing?
She honestly, she's probably gonna storm off toward the building and then just start like stalking around aimlessly.
Glitch, what's wrong?
And she's gonna take the water up thing and just like kind of chuck it over at Boot.
I'll probably miss it and I'll pick it up off the ground. I'll read it. I'm gonna immediately start going to the camera.
You know exactly what that means.
Yeah,
you know exactly who that's from.
And is he on the cameras? When did he show up? Maybe we could track him. And I'm gonna go do that. Flux! Oh, wait, why am I yelling? Flux, we need to go through the camera footage to see if someone has made us a visit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We were paid a visit by Glitch's ex.
I'm gonna kill him.
Oh.
I'm gonna kill him. You know me. You know I could do it.
It pretty much says, thanks, now get out.
Thanks. It says, thanks for your life. That's what it says. That's what it says. Thanks for your life.
And I don't
start
believe
heading
it's
to the
just for
office.
her.
Yeah, you head to the office where the access point is, and you go through the security camera, and sure enough, what you see that didn't seem to be picked up by the camera itself initially, or any kind of motion tracking, because you don't really have that super high-end tech. It's just a camera, and they never made their way inside the gate, so the turret wouldn't have activated. You see a couple of dark figures coming out what looks to be a busted up car, and the car itself looks like a hearse. And these two figures come out, and they look like Blade. They look like big old
Fucking vampire boys.
some vampire boys. Pretty easy to spot the chamber at this point, since you've all been doing some amount of research, I imagine.
At this point,
And,
Glitch is like kind of like climbing on top of Flux. She's like kind of climbing on top of you, trying to see like what's going on.
And you see one person getting out and being real sneaky. And they're doing a really good job. You're only able to see it because you're looking for them, and you see them attach the note and drive off.
No, this isn't right. This isn't right. He wouldn't. Boot, you know, Spiker. He wouldn't have done this. He wouldn't have become a vampire.
But he could be hiding with them.
No.
Did any of the people look like his body shape?
No, it looked like there were two people, and they were like tall, lanky people. Like one woman, one man.
Is the handwriting the same as his?
You know what? Roll me.
Forgery?
Forgery. Yeah, roll me a forgery to see if you can.
I put points in that. 18.
Absolutely his handwriting. You've seen his handwriting before.
He's got to be with them. This is his handwriting. We all know it. He fucking got in with them, and he's convincing them to be his little errand boys.
That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You saw what happened. You saw what happened when they came in and shot everybody up. He was there. He was running the whole thing.
Yeah, he was there, wasn't he?
He was with them. He was with the corpos. He pointed us out. He made us. You know this.
But he came in and checked on me before the trial and everything, like to make sure we were fine. Like I don't understand.
He was getting into that stuff, that drug, you know.
I mean, I know, but I mean, it was he was going to quit. He told me he was done with it. Like he no longer needed the tools. Like he was doing it for you. And when you said to stop, that he was going to stop.
He wasn't doing anything for me. He was doing it for himself.
But I assume too. But
So we're gonna go and burn the place down, right?
I do not like the idea of those creepy crawlies touching all of our stuff.
Yep. Agreed.
well, it looks like we're going to need some more security.
He sure did find us awfully fast.
Vlad raises his hand.
Yes, darling.
I'll be security.
You are the special security, darling. You are to protect Glitch and not to let any of these gross vampires get anywhere near her.
And he smiles, and that's when you notice it again, that he has a vampire fang. If you remember first session.
I didn't remember that.
I did.
Wait, he has a fang? Fuck.
It's fine. He's one
Sorry,
of us.
that was April, not Boot.
Yeah. And
So,
he looks over at the monitor and goes, "Oh no."
Well,
What's
Vlad,
up, buddy?
do you know these guys?
Just nods his head shamefully.
Vlad, did they do
He
mean
points at
things?
his tooth. I think, head swimming
don't remember.
I'm sorry, buddy. Your head will clear up here eventually.
And whatever they did to you, we're gonna get our revenge.
You think they did something to me? That's why I have trouble with everything.
Well, your friends don't leave you behind to hurt you.
Okay.
So, maybe the drugs were in my system for too long, too, but how did they find us so fast? We've barely been out. How did they know we were here?
We had
It's only
trackers
been a
on
few
us.
days.
We took
But,
them out
uh,
here. I mean,
That's
But
what
why would the
Frank-
probably just
vamps
started
know about
following the
it?
tracks.
Vamps? Why would the vamps have access to our trackers?
I mean, if he had connection to Corpos, then he would have connection to whoever tracked us.
But why would he not be with the Corpos at this point? That's who he was with before.
Yeah, and if the Corpus could track us,
They
I
kicked
think
him
they'd
out.
be here by now.
I don't know. I do know that I'm going to order a lot more sheet metal, and I'm going to put in an order for another $300 worth of metal.
I don't like it. I
What
don't
that
like
means
it.
is when we hit him, we got to hit him hard. We're not going to give him a chance to retaliate because we're not in a position to defend just yet. If we can wipe him out first go, that'd be preferable.
With what, though? There's only 4 or 5 of us. I'm guessing there's probably more.
No, element of surprise, and ideally a lot of explosives.
Or we could just lie to them and make them think one of us is switching.
Could, but to what end?
We get in. We're all connected already. Leave the channel open.
Yeah, it's our old
Blow
stomping
it up
ground,
from the
so we could
inside?
just sneak it in, blow it up anyway. Minus the subterfuge.
I could bring him, her. He always believed that I owed him something.
At this point, though, the note says to get out. I don't think he wants to see me. Which I don't really
Tell
want
him
to
you
see
weren't going to leave, and I brought you to him as a way
fine.
to buy my way in for protection. He'll believe it.
Either way, you can be the last thing he sees.
That is the plan. It's just an option. We don't have to take it, but
Well, I like the idea of the explosives, but I'd feel much better about it if it were a shit ton of explosives and not just a lot.
I'll make some calls and start building. Order
Okay.
about $100 worth of nails.
Yeah.
I suppose I should probably start doing some recon. So we know exactly what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I will tell Vlad to never let Glitch out of your sight.
Is
Okay.
Is the area around there, are there any non-gang affiliated people just wandering around nearby where the motel is?
Yeah, there's a lot of people, like people who seem homeless, and there's also just some people just randomly walking around. You're still within the city enough that there's some people there. Doesn't seem there. This is still kind of some gangland, but you're kind of in a good neutral zone where gangs aren't exactly. Like the spot was carefully picked by a robot to be like the best possible scenario spot for you guys to be in. So there are some gangs around you, low-level gangs of probably just popped up months ago and will probably die out months from now. There are a lot of there is a you do know, like probably 2 blocks down, in walking distance, is a bar called the Rusty Nail, and you know that.
Glitch.
Well, I think it would always be helpful to have a little bit of backup. I was just gonna take a little walk and see what I can see.
Recruitment mission?
Maybe.
I'm gonna hand her a bottle of liquor. Have fun, Vlad. Watch her.
Okay.
Back to nailing metal onto wood.
It looks like you two are doing your own thing, so I'm going to go do mine. I'm going to go start that recon I was talking about.
Okay. What do we do for recon? I think you can probably roll me a stealth and a perception if you're going to go recon scout the area. That sounds
for me.
good. Tracking could also work, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no.
I have a base 14 on stealth. Just to understand how bad that roll was.
Okay. I think we don't even have to roll perception.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm
go ahead and
going
roll
to
perception.
anyway.
Yeah, roll perception. Oh, there we go. That's a great roll. Okay. We are going to get to you in a second.
Oh no.
And I guess Boot's kind of doing her own. She's going to still be fortifying everything and basically working home security.
Yeah, I just ordered more metal.
Yeah, and Franklin's going to help you out with that. He's super, super strong, so he can like lift things up and put them in the right place. And you two are like buddies. Let's go to Glitch. What are you doing? I am very curious to know.
She is going to walk down to this mystical bar, the Rusty Nail, and she's gonna walk inside, fling open the door, and she's gonna gaze around and see who looks like a prime target, recruitable individual or individuals.
There is plenty. Take your pick. These all look like lowlifes of different sorts, but you can spot a couple of mercs in here because you can spot a merc a mile away. You were born in the merc society. You can see a merc. And to that degree, you tell me what this person looks like.
I'm gonna say
what defining features is this person that you are scouting for?
I'm gonna say that this person is sitting at kind of a table in the corner and has very, very short overall head hair, and then very well put together muscly lady, like these kind of line tattoos on the sides, and really thin sunglasses, just like almost like a little visor.
Too thin. They're fashion glasses. They don't. They probably don't do anything. They're so thin that they're hip.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you imagine that maybe there's a little like, pinpoint thing where you can spot something for targeting or something like that. But that's like the only usage that they have.
Any weapons outwardly that this person has?
None that you see just outwardly, but she's sitting in a sort of position that is very ready.
Okay.
as if like were somebody to drop a glass, she'd be like scoop, and just like reach out and snatch it out of the air.
Okay. Very good. I know her now. She is sipping on some whiskey while everyone else is drinking cheap beer.
So
minding her own business.
Glitch is gonna go and gaze around, and then I stop at this person and gonna go over and sit down at the table.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. And what would your name be?
Call me the Claw.
Well, the Claw.
And then she brings her hand up, and you see some Wolverine-style claws go. And then
Ooh.
she winks at you.
Oh. Well, the Claw, I have a proposition for you.
I'm listening.
You see, I have not just one enemy, a few enemies that need some claw-like dealings with. And you seem like just the person to help me in that endeavor.
Just one person?
More like a gang. But if it makes you feel any better, there are 5 of us already. We just need a little extra oomph, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
I can probably take 3 people. My boyfriend Vlad here can probably take about 6.
Hi, Mr. or Mrs. Claw.
And between the rest of us, Franklin, well, he's a robot. He can easily take many, depending on how chumpish they are. But when it comes down to it, sheer numbers does help to have a few additional.
What gang?
What are we taking out, or who am I with? Representing, as it were.
Which gang are we taking out?
The vampire one. Those creepy guys.
She looks down at her drink and looks back up at you. $50 a head. Or 50 euros a head. That's my price.
Well,
Especially for those weirdos.
they are pretty weird. Can we, if we were to cap it at, say, like 10 heads, just so we don't go over budget, would that be doable?
Yeah.
And also, may I have the heads afterward?
That's really strange.
Why, if you want to keep them, then I should
don't.
get a discount.
Are you some kind of weird scrapper? You there for some cyber tech?
No, but I figure if we don't end up killing the entire gang and we make a getaway and then we want the rest of the gang to get out of our old hiding place, we can mail them the heads that we take, and then that will help convince them to leave without having to go back again.
She laughs to her drink.
I like your style. Who are you with?
The Sky Demons.
Do me a favor, because I'm being a very nice DM, and this is only session 2. Why don't you roll your rocker boy?
I will.
This is one person you're targeting, so just beat a DV of 8.
Let's see. And I will try to remember not to roll. Okay.
Okay, so you rolled a 5, and you were actually at a 4 of your roll ability, right? You didn't level up your roll?
I have not, no.
Okay, so you're at a 4. So you're actually at a 9 total, so that's good enough. She looks back over and be like, Sky Demons are back?
Well, they will be after we start clearing out the trash.
I heard you're all dead.
Well, as you can see by my sitting before you, we are not, in fact, all dead.
She stood up. She stands up. She goes,
For the Sky Demons, I'm a big fan. You guys did me right a few times. I'll do you right. On me. As many heads you want.
Well, I appreciate that, and my late dad, and, well, if we ever find the Duke, my mom, for her too. I'm sure she'd be grateful.
I'll keep an eye out for you. Tell you what, here's my number. Let me know when it goes down. I'll meet you there.
And she'll take it.
I hear
Sounds
there.
perfect. Oh, and I'll split the heads with you if you want.
I don't want the heads, you weirdo. I don't. And then just go on. I might have some other customers.
She'll just like head out with Vlad.
And before you head out, Vlad just looks. There's like, thank you for being very nice to Glitch, and for doing that. I'm also a sky demon, though I don't have a jacket. And he just walks off. Okay, we are going to round out the night with Flux.
Oh no. No. I don't like this plan.
You see
Oh, yes.
the old place.
Mm-hmm.
The old place was a stacked up building that's about 6 floors high. It was a nicer place. You remember it fondly. It was like an old warehouse that you guys had built up. You remember the top, the very top had a hangar system where you could fly to the top, land, and whatever vehicle was there would then come down into a bay. Nice setup you guys had. You see cameras posted up. Seems like they were the old cameras you guys had. And you do see one vamp at the top with a sniper rifle. And you see at the top also is not the quality hover bike you have, but there's definitely a hover bike there with another with another chamber type guy up there as you're flying in. Or are you using the streets?
Well, my plan was to park like a couple blocks away, make it on foot, and then go through.
Oh, even better. Okay.
Go up one of the adjacent buildings.
Oh, I like that. So yeah, you go up one of the adjacent buildings. You still see all that. You notice there are 2 chamber guards out front. But just so happens as you're peeking through a window and you're looking around, so far you've counted 10. Just all around, especially a sniper at the top. They seemed well armed for a gang. One guy, because you rolled so low.
So low.
So low. I would like, let me do this. I would like you to roll me a Dex plus brawling.
Dex plus brawling. Okay.
Or
And
Dex,
not
I'm sorry,
evasion.
Dex plus evasion, I'm sorry. Dex plus evasion.
22.
Well, I hate you.
So, I'm sorry.
All right, well, I'm going to roll. Okay. Okie dokie. As you're looking, you hear from behind you as you feel someone, looks like they're trying to take a bite out of your neck. But they miss, comically miss, as you go, whoa, uh-oh. And you're like, we'll get you, basically, in a real creepy way. And you look down, and it's certainly this pale figure that looks like a Nosferatu. Probably body sculpted their way to look like that. And it's a crunched over figure. I will tell them about you, and we will get you.
I'm gonna pretty your face up real good.
And he doesn't seem like he has any weapons. This guy seems like he's like just someone who lurks around for them. And you can hear and you can see him like start to put his finger up to his hand.
We're gonna roll as soon as your narrative stops. I want to be shooting him.
Do it. So now we are in an initiative.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll mine. Jesus.
Jeez.
All right, you're up. You are 2 feet away from this guy who didn't. He tried to take a bite out of you. And you see it now. He has fangs. Like he's a little wiry. He's just like, and he starts putting his finger up to like some kind of mechanism. But go for it.
Shoot, bang, bang.
Shoot, bang, bang. What do you have right now that you're using? I guess over the course of the week you would have gotten something. A better gun, or are you using the same gun that the scientist gave you?
Not the one the scientist gave me. There was a gun in that hoverback pistol, like that guard's gun.
Oh yeah.
It was a medium pistol, I think.
Yeah, medium pistol.
That one. So, handgun roll.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and make both shots here. 17 out of 21.
Both hit.
Okay.
Right, because that's the chart.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I forget. I don't have to roll anything.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And okay, there's no button for damage, so I'll just roll it. So the first 2d6 is 5.
Okay.
And the second one is a 7.
Okay. He does not look good. It doesn't look like he's wearing any armor. So you shoot him again, and he actually launches him back because it's a medium pistol, right? Launches him back, and he cracks his back against the window, and actually there's a splinter of cracks, and there's blood that just splatters everywhere as you shoot him. Is like in the chest, and then another one like right in the thigh, I guess, doing some heavy damage to him. He goes,
Don't like your style.
It is his go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, another 2. And another 2. How did I get 3 2s? This thing is rigged. Okay. That is not enough. Mm-hmm. So he lunges at you. You can actually roll your evasion. I'm sorry. He's doing melee.
Okay.
So roll your dex plus evasion.
Do I roll it twice, or how does that work?
Yeah, roll it twice because he's trying to bite you twice.
And a 17.
All right. You definitely fend him off, as he's just weak, though. And he also has some negatives. That 2 is actually a 1. And even more than that because he's close to death. So you shoot him. He's horribly wounded. He peels himself off the window, and he's now clawing at you. But it's easy to get away from as you probably take a step back or 2 and just easily fend him away.
I imagine he's
Your
just
turn.
like, get off of me.
Well, as even as an older guy, I imagine him as being his reflexes are pretty high. So I imagine him as a pretty kind of a dodgy, get out of the way type. Like it almost like dance his way out of wherever this guy wants to be.
Yeah.
Just really good at sidestepping. So, all right, so that's him. So he lunges at me. I sidestep.
Yeah, he lunges at you. You sidestep. It's not your go.
Okay. So it's now my go. Is that what you
Yes,
said?
now your
Okay,
go.
Gotcha.
Get
Yeah,
him.
I'm gonna go for more gun.
Okay.
And,
Oh yeah. You will kill him.
okay. I'm
So
just
how do you
roll for good
kill this
measure.
guy?
So he lunges at me. I sidestep and just put my gun right into his back and let off 2 rounds.
Okay.
Just let him crumble.
Yeah, he crumbles to the ground. At this point, we're out of combat, but
narratively speaking, the shot, the blast, the window cracking,
Yeah,
you hear some commotion. It's
people are
time
going to
jet.
start coming for me, but I am going to search him first because maybe he has an access card, maybe he has some sort of information or equipment that will be beneficial to me later. So,
Oh, sure.
Take his fangs.
you know what? Fuck yeah.
You're gonna crack his teeth and take his fangs.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
do
these
it.
little shits so proud of their fangs.
Get you some.
I'm going to start making a necklace out of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take the butt
Coming.
of my gun and just crack his fangs right out of his stupid
All right.
mouth.
Gets for leaving a creepy note at our apartment.
Yeah, you do it. You crack the fangs out, and you have the fangs. They're, and you can tell now. You've seen it. You see them. These are like cyber tech fangs, you know, like cyberware fangs. Likely, they're already dripping with poison as you cracked them open. It's gross. On him, on his body, you find a cred stick that's 100 credits. And you do find basically his personal cell phone.
Okay.
His agent. I'm sorry. Agent. We're going to use the proper terminology here.
Right,
You find his agent. It is in the shape of a bat. Not like Batman style, but like, you know what I mean?
A closed bat.
Yeah, a closed bat.
Oh God, I almost bought that cell phone case.
Listen, don't you see?
These
what's
guys
sitting
shop at
around
the
me?
same
I
store as you,
100% would
April.
do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
So-
kind of want that now.
I would
Exactly, Little
absolutely.
Destroyer. These guys have dedication to their gang bit. All right, they take a theme and they just go for it. So you-
Goddamn Twilight motherfuckers.
Which
So you-
is, and that does beg the question, real quick though. Do they program in different weaknesses based on the vampire type that they pick? Little Destroyer did have a fine question.
And do some of them sparkle?
Oh, these are all the ways, shapes, and forms. You do know this about the. You've done your research for the last week, and what you know of the chamber is that it's every type of vampire. So this was a Nosferatu. There's likely a sparkly one or two.
I want to kill that one. I want the sparkly vampire head on a stick.
And then
Sure.
and then wear his sparkly skin like a trophy.
Right.
Then
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to buy pants. We'll turn that into pants.
Oh no.
The one with
oh,
the
no.
sniper, the one with the sniper rifle is certainly Dracula, like old school Dracula, like with the big tall thing going on, but has the sniper
yes.
rifle next to him. So they're all different flavors, all the different flavors of
Do they
vampire.
are they so dedicated that they will program in the weaknesses that these particular vampire types have, like garlic being you have to ask to enter a space,
Crossing running water.
crossing running
Oh,
water.
you do know that they attempt to at least role play that out. Garlic doesn't actually hurt them. They didn't go that far.
We're gonna just put the hose in front of the front gate.
But they do weird stuff
they come
like
inside, they didn't ask.
can we come in, that kind of thing. They ask for those
Okay.
things.
So I guess we really don't need to worry too much about security because we just can tell them no, and then they won't come in.
I'm still spending that extra $300 on.
Hey, listen,
You do know that not all vampires care about some of those rules. So some of them are
That's
just
fair,
more
that's fair.
dedicated to their own personal rules than others.
that's fair.
All right. Well, after I loot him, I am going to Delta.
All right. You caused a scene. You killed a vampire, and you got some money from it, and you got this dude's agent. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that.
And there was no security stick or anything.
No security stick.
Okay. Cool. Yep. Well, I'm out. You want me
Okay.
to roll another stealth just for my egress?
Yeah, roll another
step
step to see if we get into a narrative, a cheap narrative, fun.
Right. 18.
18.
Feel good about an 18.
Nice, nice.
Okay. Seems like on your way out, there are a couple of the chamber start running into the next building over to start seeing what the muck was about.
and even the one that's on the hover bike that has the cheaper hover bike, it flies it over to the next building over, and actually starts to hover over the window and draws a gun and just starts. You can see him just looking around. The sniper is now moving over to that side of the building, leaving you to be able to get out into the street and just walk around like a dude.
What is a dude?
All right.
That's some stupid vampire.
All right. That feels like a good place to call it.
Yeah.
No specific in mind.
Absolutely. So you make it back.
Ready.
Yeah. After you make it back with all that happening, you actually have some info. You have some things going on.
Oh, just I'm not going to take his agent back to the motel. I want to work on it at a secondary location. So I don't want to. I just
It's being tracked or something.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We can pick that up. We can pick that up later, unless you want to do something right now, real quick. But I think we're in a good spot.
Yeah, we can deal with that later.
Okay. We're done, but I think we're going to do the same thing we did last time, where why don't we go around the room and someone show somebody some love from today's game. And we can start with our guy who just killed a Nosferatu.
Yes. And also, everybody, let everyone know where we can find you as well for people.
Yeah, what are you doing? Where can we find you?
For people who want to create.
And then give some love.
All right. Well, I am Adam Jones. You can find me at Meet Adam Jones on the Twitters. That's where I tend to be most active. I am a voice on the Loot and Dagger podcast, and I GM and produce the Stellar Arcanum podcast, which is a fun science fiction D&D podcast. It's a lot of great. We took a bunch of characters from the standard Dungeons and Dragons world and thrust them into a science fiction setting, and it just got wackier from there. And it's a whole lot of fun. And we're just about to start recording again, and I'm super looking forward to it. So that's me, and I'm having so much fun with the Cyberpunk game. It is absolutely a blast. I love the characters. It's everybody again. I love all the people, but I'm really proud of Cyber for just rolling with Vlad, just fucking rolling with it. He's a big dumb guy, and then. Even then, finding a way to give him a little bit of depth and heart when he could have just been a stupid, nameless, faceless NPC, you took that chance and you made it into an excellent roleplay opportunity. And that is good stuff. That's something to be proud of.
Sweet, thank you. April, how about yous?
Hi, I am April. I play Boot, the sometimes British tech. You can find me here on Mondays, Wednesdays on Chaotic Tiefling for D&D Surprise Party, and Fridays. We messed up the launch of Slady's because of some technical issues and some weather problems and pregnancy for one of our members. But we'll be back, not next week, but the week after with the season 2 premiere of Slady's. And I have a couple more things coming out really soon, I think. One of them is going to be announced really, really, really soon. So follow me on Twitter, April Raygun, for that stuff.
Nice.
Oh, and my favorite thing. Oh, I forgot. Oh, God. I don't want to pick Vlad. I'm sorry. I was losing it over the date thing. When my favorite thing when Glitch was trying to bring me back to life and was petting my face to try to get the blood off of it. I loved that.
That was a good moment.
I do have to say, I love how that playing off that went into, no, you remember when we did the blood facials? It's just like that. Yeah, I did like those blood facials. That was pretty nice, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
That's a thing that definitely happens.
Yeah,
it is.
It's the yes and. I love it. which I guess going to me.
You're it. Go.
I'm it.
1, 2, 3, go.
Thank you, Adam Jones, for that last one we needed.
Yes, you're very
snap.
welcome.
And yes, I am Rocket Fox. You can find me here on this very channel. It's astounding. I am here Wednesday night when likely I will be playing some Minecraft. And then also for the next few weeks on my regular Thursday spot, I'm going to be playing Thursday nights instead of Thursday afternoons, because on Thursday afternoons I'm going to be over at Weave the Tale for an TTRPG that in our process of putting it together and doing the pre-work has been described as a kind of Harry Potter Breakfast Club kind of thing, but in college. So that's going to be happening starting on the 18th. So super excited about that. That's going to be on Thursday afternoons. And then this Friday, technically last week kicked off season 3 of City of Light and Shadows. But I wasn't in that because it was a duo episode. But I hear that it was amazing. And some people here tonight were involved. And I hear that they did a wonderful job. But I'm going to be in it this week for my duo episode with our Oscar, Captain Germany. So that should be a lot of fun. And I also have since I'm saying it, I'll put this on there too. I also have the podcast Fantastically Strange, which this week's episode was released today. And it's the grab bag of whys, including why is a piggy bank a piggy? Why do we hate the Uncanny Valley so much? And in honor of Valentine's Week, the heart shape. Why that? Why it's shaped like that? Why? And on there is a bonus tale in the Patreon, also in keeping with the holiday of love, romance, flowers. So if you want to know what happens when astronauts fart in space, you can head on over to the Patreon, check that out. So my favorite moment, again, everybody does such a good job. And I do want to throw out, as always, props to Holy Stiver for just the GM work, all of the NPCs that are all incredibly diverse, that sound very different, and that have so much personality and so much heart, as we are finding with Vlad, who is now everyone's favorite guy. So I have to throw a lot of love that way. Other favorite moments, I loved I did not love when Boot was injured, but I love when she was coming back and she was like, yo, stop touching my face. That I thought was neat. But also, I really liked Adam's side of the conversation for the whole date thing. Like, yeah, you know what? Bag of flour, yeah, I think that's great. Mac and cheese, this, you know what? I think this track's just right. This is seeming good. So I really liked how that entire thing played out. Like, and I think he's right. I think that will go well. So
I think that date would be amazing for anybody. Like, anyone taking notes in the chat, that date will win you.
Yeah,
for, I think 90% of the world. Like, Adam, you cracked the code.
Like, yeah, let's be real.
A bag of flour and mac and cheese. That's all I want.
Yeah, I mean, you and chocolate, please. Now let's figure it out, and some sort of weird
and tequila. Let's be honest. There's also tequila involved.
Yeah,
mac and cheese, chocolate, tequila, gas station flour, and a bag of flour.
That sounds like a wonderful day.
Magic. But I do want to also throw it over to Holy Cyber. If you would, please tell us where to find you, where the folk can creep, and if you had any favorite moments as well.
I had no favorite moments today. No, I'm kidding. You can find me all things social media at I am Stiver. You can find me on such podcasts as Loot and Dagger and Stellar Arcanum. Stellar Arcanum and Loot and Dagger are both with Adam Jones, who you've already know produces Stellar Arcanum, which we will be recording whenever my calendar pops up and tells me we're recording. So you can always find me as a player on Adam Jones's wonderful, wonderful podcast. He's an excellent DM, taught me everything I knew and know. All right. So, and I'm also going to be, yes, on City of Light and Shadow this, I won't be on it this Friday, but Fox will be representing me out there. The crew, the cyber crew out over in Trooperland. And yes, I have never before role played where somebody was brought in, a special guest was brought in to role play as my mother. And that was a very, very unique and different RP session. I literally cried. That's if you ever want to go back and watch the VOD on that, it was heart-wrenching and heartbreaking, but then heart mending. It was everything involving the heart. I was not expecting it, and oh boy, there was a lot going on.
So I watched part of that live, and I had to turn it off because I'm like, I have to watch this on VOD. I cannot watch this right now.
Yeah,
you did such a great job.
Thank you.
You did amazing. So yeah, everyone needs to go watch that.
Watch me and Mama Tango really have a moment. So everyone had some really good moments because it's really weird when you go into an episode where you know there's gonna be a little more downtime, like planning episodes and stuff. But when we rolled that damage and Boot went under, that was some crazy stuff. And if I had one regret as a DM, it was not to play that out a little bit more. Next time, I will play it out a little bit more.
Oh, and by the way, you got me by 1 point. I had 28 hit points left.
1 point. Yeah, so Boot, you and Franklin doing your thing, but I really loved that when Johnny Bones came out, there was apparently a work flirt, and I just picked right up on it. And I was like, nope, this is a work flirt.
Because the minute you brought him up, I'm like, it's Blade.
It's Blade.
I have to flirt with Blade.
I have to.
I was the only one who thought Blade, but
no, it's my hands were tied too. I was like, nope, it's Blade now. I love that. Let's see. I loved every moment with Vlad. He is quickly turning into one of my favorite characters as well. So thank you for.
I don't know if you saw the comment, but there's been a request for you to dress as Vlad for Halloween, maybe, or a cosplay for an event.
Did see that. I did see that.
I think that's just if anyone is familiar with Kane from WWE or WWF the old days, I'm just gonna try to find a Kane outfit because that's pretty much Vlad.
Yes, yes.
But just paint the mask silver.
Yeah, just paint the mask silver, and he just kind of lumbers around. Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, thank you, Adam, for doing that. It was a nice little scene where you two talked about the date. It was precious.
That was.
I love that, Rocket. I love that you really played that up with Vlad as well when you guys were just jumping around having your moment, and he asked you for the date. And I loved all the role play when it came to finding the note and everyone talking and starting to investigate. I thought that was a lot of fun. And I also loved, I love Flux kind of winking and hitting on the Corpo lady.
Hey, it's not, this is a young person's game. It's not often you find someone in your age category to flirt with.
Right.
No, I'm expecting.
Gotta give it to Stiver to give us all someone to flirt with.
Oh, you trust me. I did tell you, and chat, you should also know, my dream for this game was for actually it to be a gang soap opera. So we are certainly going to try to ship some things out here too. So
it's a Romeo and Juliet situation.
Yeah, and by the way, if you have any more bits to give, we're about to just cut it off now. So
no,
give
we have
some
25. We have 25 right now. Perfect
25?
number.
Perfect number?
Save it for next week.
We'll leave it for next week then.
A perfect number. And don't forget, also any tips and stuff like that go into the gang's bank account. Although we did get a nice payday from our doctoral friend. So there is that. But then anything like that also does go to paying the cast as well, which is why I bring it up again. And I will also link this in the chat as well, for anybody who wants to continue to help support paying for the cast and production and things like that, and supporting other stuff, as well as getting bonus goodies and things. I threw down the Patreon down there just for, if you want to take a peek, no pressure or anything.
Thank
There
you.
it is. Monthly sticker and stuff like that. I'm just saying. Oh, and Volpes, thank you so much for the 200 bits. That is money in the gang bank. We thank you.
That's going to go for better reinforcement of Glitch's door.
That's right. Or
Can't let her
even
get
pants.
taken.
Better reinforcement of the legs. So, but yes, thank you so much. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Yeah, I don't think so. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, amazing cast. And I say cast, like, that includes you as well. You are a part of the all-encompassing cast umbrella. But thank you so much. And chat, thank you so much for joining. Viewers, people who are hanging out and not particularly engaging in chat, but here enjoying this with us, thank you. And hope you have an amazing week coming up.
Wait, before we sign off, what's the cat's name?
Oh, the cat's name is Potato Chip.
What?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, I felt our chat needed to know that.
Yes,
Amazing.
absolutely. Potato Chip.
Yes, this is Potato Chip.
That's
He woke up from his nap right as we started doing our favorite things
my
and decided he
God,
needed my
that is
lap.
the best. Oh no, I'm gonna be stuck on that for a while. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Hope you have a wonderful week, and please do something nice for yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And until next time, I very much look forward to seeing you.